andun ako and I'll really help you how to do it. Kasi our goal is for you to learn how to do the programming with all the stuff na kailangan in terms of Java programming and C3. Okay, andun ako, hindi ko kayo pababayaan. I'll give you an idea. I'll give you the tips on how to do it. Okay, yun lang, you have to be there lang talaga para andun yung ano nyo, I mean, makuha nyo yung instruction natin clearly. Okay, hindi ko kayo pababayaan doon, andun ako. At saka, kaya nga siya 12 batch, 12 students per batch para matutukan ko din kayo. Okay, so aside from the IATF na direction. Okay, so in 12 students, siya dili na ako matutukan, diba? So, yun, you just have to be there. One day lang naman yan. That is just one day.
Asa na school gate, ma'am?
STI.
STI, ma'am. Sige, ma'am.
STI, papuntang KCC. STI College. Any question pa? Yes, January? Yes, January? Putol-putol ka dyan?
Sorry, ma'am. Kaya ma'am, wala ka hinang signal karon, ma'am.
Oo. Sige. Yun, medyo clear na. Ano yung sinabi mo last?
Pwede man siguro magsabay-sabay mag-add to dra, ma'am. Para...
Ano? Yes, oo. 12, ano nga lang, 12 students per batch. So, sige, I will group you into 12.
Ma'am, excuse me, ma'am.
Yes, Killard?
Dili man may makabot og kuan yata, ma'am. Murag narapod mi sa 12 tanan, ma'am.
Na nag-ano, hindi. Last time umabot kayo ng 20. Based sa attendance, umabot kayo ng 20 last week. May isang day na umabot kayo 2019 or 21. So yun. So kailangan natin hahatiin. Yes po.
Okay, maganda kanang mag-grouping ko din 12, ma'am. Okay lang, ma'am, mag-grouping mig 12, ma'am.
Pwede para ano din.
Kasi ano po kasi, ma'am, nang silingan-silingan na magbidari, ma'am.
Siling-silingan lang mo. So gusto niyo sabay kayo?
Opo, ma'am.
So, ma'am, what about sa others, ma'am, pag hindi sila nakapag-groupings, ma'am? It's better ikaw na lang pumili, ma'am.
So, oo, para sige, ano na lang. Better siguro ako na lang para fair sa lahat. 'Di ba? Para fair na lang sa lahat. Yun lang na lang ang ano natin. Kasi ano 'di ba, parang ano din yung sa iba na hindi sila masyadong close or whatsoever, then wala silang kasama. So better ako na lang ang mag-a-assign. So regardless kung hindi naman aabot ng 12 yung isang batch, basta I mean na grupo siya as 12, it's up to them if pupunta. Pero yun nga, if hindi sila pupunta, hindi nila mako-comply yung final output natin kasi yun yung ating gagawin during that time, and I'll be giving a certificate also of that. So hindi din nila makukuha yung certificate. Okay? So yun. Any question pa para before tayo mag-start with our klase?
Po, ma'am.
Welcome.
Ma'am, pila ka?
Excuse me, ma'am.
Ma'am.
Sino pa yun? Kindly raise your hand. Kindly raise your hand. Yes, Medallia.
Nag-attendance mo, ma'am?
Hindi pa. Nagsha-sharing of pa kami, information. Kasi may mga question pa. Yes, meron pang question. If you have a question, just raise your hand. Yes, Daryl?
Ma'am, gusto lang ako ma-clarify, ma'am, ba NCT yun ni siya, ma'am?
Training lang. NCT training lang. Oo, kasi yung for assessment, wala pang assessment si TESDA for this. May partnership lang siya with Oracle, and then medyo costly si Oracle in terms of exam. Last time I checked, it is nasa 11,000 plus ang bayad for the exam. So what they did, training muna. But then you will not be given a certificate if hindi nyo ma-comply yung final output natin, which is gagawin natin during the face-to-face time. Okay tayo?
Ano ma'am, di ba ma'am? Pila gani naka-batch ma'am? 2 lang ma'am.
3 batch.
So sa first batch ma'am, wala sila klase 2 days.
What do you mean?
Ma'am, example ma'am, kami first batch me. Tapos ang second example Lunes first batch, tapos ang second ug ang third Tuesday ug Wednesday. So kami ma'am dili wala klase ana ma'am.
Yes, wala muna. So you will be doing your activities lahat, habulin nyo yung mga hindi pa nagawa. Okay? So
Ano yun, ma'am?
asynchronous. Yes?
Until December 8 yun na siya ma'am.
December 8? No. Based sa napag-usapan namin ha, we will have a synchronous class na 15 days. Pero I will clarify that one. Kaya nga ang ang tentative schedule natin will be next week for face to face. Pero i-clarify ko muna kung tama ba 'yon na 15 days lang tayo, and then the rest of that is asynchronous na activity. Kasi 'di ba supposedly, sino nagsabi sa inyo na December 8?
Anong good sa ma'am, di ba? Ano man minimum ma'am?
Saan?
Calendar good ma'am.
Sa Google Classroom?
Hindi ma'am, sa calendar lang.
What do you mean?
Calendar good ma'am.
Ang
Sa
target
calendar good na mo.
Sa Gmail.
sa Gmail. Sige, hayaan nyo lang yun. Okay, kasi meron tayong mga updates. So, ang supposedly, di ba nag-start tayo November 8? Tama? November 8, which is last week, nag-start tayo. Supposedly, matatapos kayo November 3. Okay? But, according sa meeting namin last week, 15 days na lang, so it will have still November 3, but yun yung mga hahabulin nyo pa na mga, parang bibigyan kayo ng chance up to November 3 na ma-comply nyo yung mga activities na binigay natin sa klase. So up to November 3. But yung final output natin, which is yung magfe-face to face tayo, will be next week. Ganun yung magiging natin arrangement. So the first batch will be 24, second batch 25, third batch is 26. Okay, clear tayo doon? Okay. Clear tayo, Daryl? Nasagot ko ba yung tanong mo?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes po ma'am. Thank you ma'am.
Welcome. May question pa ba? May clarification before we will start with our new topic? So far, wala na. So, attendance muna tayo ha. Say present if your name is called ha. Siya talaga medyo masama pakiramdam. Ay, ito pa pala, question ko. Kasi I have seen yung conversation nyo sa isang group chat na you will have your tawag na to? Exam tomorrow?
Oo ma'am, sa MIM.
Pero okay lang naman magkaklase tayo?
Opo, ma'am.
Dali lang man to.
Okay. Sige. Kasi medyo din, baka mag-conflict tayo. So, okay lang tayo ha. Still continue tayo para hindi tayo mag-extend. Okay? So, yun. Attendance muna tayo, please. Again, please say present if your name is called. Rivero.
Present ma'am.
Very good. Tulam. Dulam is there. Saan kaya si Dulam? Okay, anyway. Saniko.
Ma'am.
Okay.
Ma'am. Present.
Present ba yun?
Present, ma'am.
Okay, very good. Okay, Barrientos.
Present, ma'am.
Very good. How about Tadifa?
Present, ma'am.
Very good. Next is John Real.
Present, ma'am.
Bibar. Tama ba? Okay. Castillo.
Present po, ma'am.
Very good. And then we have John Paul.
Present po, ma'am.
Very good. And Belen Killard.
Present, ma'am.
Very good. Medallia.
Present po, ma'am.
And Seron.
Present po, ma'am.
Yorka. Mark Lester. Mrs. Lester. Okay. And Ayop.
Present po, ma'am.
Very good. And we have last one, I think, Kalubag. Philip.
Present, ma'am.
Very good. Okay, so we are, okay, you are 14 out of 35. But anyway, so start tayo, no? If, even they're not here, habol lang siguro yung iba. Okay? So, okay. So, can you see my shared screen now? Okay,
Yes,
so
ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
okay, thank you for that. So we are in a day 6 training session na sa Java Programming NC3 natin. So before we will proceed with our next topic, let us have a brief review about the last topic we have, okay, which is about basic operators and operator precedence. Again, when we say operators, these are specific symbols. Wait lang. Accept muna natin si Lorca. Okay? So again, when we say operators, these are specific symbols in programming language such as addition, um, subtraction, division, multiplication, greater than, lesser than, and assignment operators. Okay? So these symbols tell the compiler or interpreter of the program to perform specific mathematical, relational, or logical operations and produce a certain output. Okay? Then we have various types of operators that are used in different types of programming languages. Okay, some of these types of operators, wait lang ha, excuse me na. Pasensya na, medyo masama talaga ang pakiramdam. Okay, so again, we have various types of operators that are used in different types of programming languages. Some of these types of operators are um, arithmetic operators, perform basic mathematical operations such as addition, subtraction, multiplication, and division operators. And then we also have relational operators. These are used to check the relationship or association between two operands and return a Boolean result. Okay, these operators are greater than, lesser than, greater than equal, lesser than equal. And another one is logical operators. Okay, so this returns a Boolean value based on the Boolean result of one or more expression logical operators. And these are AND operator, or, XOR, and NOT. Okay? Then the last one, the last operator we have is the assignment operator. This assigns value to a variable such as yung assignment as operator natin, which is equal sign. So yun, we have four operators: the arithmetic, relational, logical, and the assignment operators. And to work with with complex expressions, there must be some scheme for determining which operators to evaluate first, and the order of precedence is responsible with that. Order of precedence is a collection of rules for specifying which operators in an expressions are evaluated first when the expression has several operators. Okay, so that's it for our last topic. So now let us try to evaluate this expression to test if you still remember our last topic. Okay, who wants to try this one? Kindly raise your hand for a review, part of our review. Who wants to answer number 1? This one. The 5 plus 6 times the 3, what will be the output? Yes, Kirby? Kirby?
33. 33,
We
ma'am.
have 33. So, let us see. 6 times 3 is 33 ba? 6 times 3 is 18.
10.
Tama ba? 6 times 3 is 18. Plus the 5.
Apo, yes ma'am.
23.
Plus the 5 is 23.
23.
Okay. How about the second one? Who wants to answer the second one?
Thirty-three, ma'am.
We have
33.
33. Let us see. Thank you for that. 5 plus 6. 11. 11 times 3 is 33. Very good. How about the next one? Want to try to answer? Kindly raise your hand again.
Divided 4. 8 divided
Raise your hand if you want to answer.
7.
7. Let us see. Una, 18 divided by 4. What will be the output? If we will
7.5, ma'am.
if you will divide
4, ma'am,
18
4.
to 4, the answer is
7.5.
7.5 ba ang sasagot natin dito?
Apo, ma'am. 7.5 po, ma'am.
7.5. 18 divided by 4.
Is 4.5 bata,
4,
ma'am.
ma'am. 4.
Okay,
4 ang answer, ma'am.
4.5. Okay, 4.5 from here, tama? Plus the 3,
7.5.
7.5. Pero but remember, this is in integer. It should give us a value of
7.
eto lang, 18 divided
7, ma'am,
by
7.
4. Okay,
4,
it
ma'am,
should,
4.
diba,
4.
4.5
4.
should be 4 lang. Okay, very good. 4. So, 4 plus 3 is 7.
7.
Kasi we are in the integer. Whole number lang ang kukunin niya. And at the same time, this one will not, if we are talking about integer, we will not round it off. Okay? So, kasi kung i-round off natin, it will be 5. Tama? Okay, so ang gagawin niya lang talaga, alisin niya lang to, kukunin niya yung value. So, walang round off na mangyayari. Okay? Yun po. Next, how about this one?
11, ma'am. 135, ma'am.
135. So, tingnan natin if it is 135. 8 plus 7. What is 8 plus 7? We have 15.
15.
And 6 plus 3?
9, ma'am.
9. So 9 times the 15.
135.
ma'am.
Okay, very good. How about the next one? 2 plus 3?
17, ma'am.
The answer is 2
17.
plus 3 is 5.
5
And then
times
5 times 2,
10.
10. 10 plus 3,
13.
13.
13.
Oo, 'di ba unahin natin parenthesis kasi siya yung pinaka-higher precedence among sa lahat ng operators na meron tayo. Okay? So, yun. Next is 5 is lesser than 2. What will be the answer?
False, ma'am.
Again?
False, ma'am.
False. Very good. So, Boolean value na tayo. Thank you for that. Very good. How about this one? Anong gagawin natin dito? Anong uunahin according sa order of precedence natin?
15 minus 2,
15
ma'am.
minus 2.
Okay, 15 minus 2 muna. So, it will be 13. Now, after sa ating arithmetic, 13 is greater than 13?
False, ma'am.
Okay, very good. Galing ah. Next is 3 greater than 4.
False, ma'am.
Okay.
False, ma'am.
4 lesser than 2.
False,
False,
gyapon,
false.
ma'am.
Double.
False. So, ang result?
False, gyapon, ma'am. False
Okay,
ang answer, ma'am.
Opo, very good. Actually, dun pa lang sa first natin, dito pa lang, 'di ba? Alam na natin na false siya kasi end operator siya. Okay? So, yun. Next is 4 greater than 3.
True,
Hello?
ma'am.
Okay, true. Naglag tayo dun, ha? 3 greater than 5.
False, ma'am.
Okay,
False.
false. What is
False.
the result for this?
False, gyapon,
True.
ma'am. Ay, true
Oh.
din, ma'am. True.
Okay, true. Very good. True kasi 'di ba or operator as long as may makita kang true, diretso true na 'yon kahit isa lang siya. Okay? The last one here we have 5 is greater than 4. What is the result?
True, ma'am.
True, ma'am.
Okay, we have here true.
True.
5 is greater than 4, 'di ba? And then we have here 3 is lesser than 2.
False, ma'am.
False.
False. Very good. So what will be the result? Final result?
True, ma'am.
False, ma'am. False.
True.
The answer is false. 'Di ba kasi end operator pag may nakitang false kahit isa lang, then it should be false na. Okay, how about
Lag mo gano'n.
okay, how about eto? How about like for example, palitan natin 'to. Halimbawa, ang end operator dito is XOR. What will happen? Do you still remember the XOR?
False at gyapon, ma'am.
Bakit anong ruling ni XOR?
Kaning kung na siya makita true, ma'am. True na siya, ma'am.
Si XOR natin ha, XOR. Iba si OR sa XOR.
Ay, tama, ma'am. Okay, ma'am. Kaning kapag parehas sila false, ma'am, true siya, ma'am.
Pag parehas silang false,
True. Pag parehas silang true, false.
okay. So, eto, anong sagot dapat dito? Since eto is true and this one is false, what is the answer? What is the answer?
False, ma'am.
True,
True,
ma'am.
ma'am. True.
True.
Okay. True. Kasi hindi sila pareho ng sagot. Since true dito, since false dito, ang sagot is true kasi hindi sila pareho. Kahit false dito, and then true sa kabila, as long as hindi sila magkapareho ng sagot, true ang sagot natin. Pag magkapareho sila ng sagot, yun yung mag-false tayo kay XOR. Halimbawa, both of the operands, both of the result ng both side is true, so false na yun. Or both is false, false na yun. Okay? So, wag lang talaga sila magpareho ng value para maging true sila. Okay, so I think everything is clear now with the operators we have last time. So this time we will proceed with our next topic or new topic, which is expressions and input and output. But before that pala, do you have a question regarding this example? So far, okay lang naman.
Wala na, ma'am.
Okay, sige, proceed tayo. Okay, so again, our new topic for this day is all about expressions and input and output. So, in terms of expressions, okay, so we have what we call types of it. So we have arithmetic expressions, mixed expressions, and the logical expressions. But before that, when we talked about expression, an expression is, if we talk about expression in programming, an expression in programming is a construct made up of variables and operators that evaluates to a single value. For example, we have this statement. Okay, so like this one, we have int x equals to 11 plus 13. This will result into a one value, diba? Single value. So 11 plus 13 is 24. So ito yung sinasabi doon sa ating definition kanina. So again, the expression x equals to 11 plus 13 and x equals to x divided by 2 are both expression. Okay? And this one returns a certain value. Okay? As well as this one actually. Kasi it will give us a single value or a certain value. Okay? The data type of the value returned by the expressions depends on the elements used in the expression. Kagaya ng mga ginagawa natin last time or kanina sa operators natin, we have to know if that is an integer or a double number. Okay? Kasi pag integer, it will really just give us a whole number, while the double give us a decimal value. So, ganun. You have to remember that one. So, kung ano yung result na ibibigay dito, depende sa kung anong operand or value ang ibibigay mo. 'Di ba? Yun yung mapupunta dito. Of course, depende din kung naka-define siya na integer, integer talaga yan si x. Okay? If naka-define niya na si b is boolean, boolean talaga yan siya. If you will try to put a value here na number, like halimbawa 3, magkaka-error talaga tayo kasi it is declared using a data type of boolean. Unless it is a literal value na like for example, tinatry mo siya na literal value like for example ganito, 3. Since literal siya, and then you will just lang naman, halimbawa 3.0, diba? Literal value siya, okay lang siya na gamitin dyan. But then ginamit kasi natin siya for a parang formulation or as an expression. So okay lang. Kasi ang endpoint pa rin naman, nakadepende pa rin dito kay greater than. Kung ano yung ibibigay. Remember, still boolean ang ibibigay niya. Same also here. Like for example, I will have 11.0 here. Okay, all of us know that 11.0 is a double. Diba? But then, ginamit natin siya, and ang data type ng natin, ang final output natin is naka-integer. Of course, ang gagawin lang naman ni compiler at saka ni interpreter, i-a-adjust niya into kung ano yung desired or ano yung dineclare mo na variable. Okay? So, still, hindi siya mag-error. Kasi i-adjust si compiler. Si compiler na ang bahala doon. Okay? So, nakadepende sa kung anong data type meron tayo. At saka, of course, kung nakaliteral naman tayo sa system.out.print nakalagay. So, kung sino yung higher precedence natin, yun yung susundin. Kung meron kang double, tapos, halimbawa, SOP, system.out.print ha, SOP, tapos ang nakalagay is halimbawa 8 na lang, 8.0 divided by 2. Okay? Sino ang higher na value or kung baga precedence, sino ang higher precedence sa data type? Di ba si double compared kay integer? So susundin kay double. So ang possible na magiging result nito is 4.0. Okay, hindi lang siya 4 kasi mas malaki yung precedence ni double compared kay data type ay kay integer. You always remember that one. Okay, so yun po. Now let's proceed. Any question about it so far? Raise your hand if you have a question. Wala naman siguro. So sure, yes po.
Ma'am, alam mo ba, if double siya, ma'am, alam mo, ang 8.0 magiging 4.0 siya, ma'am, if kung double.
Yes, eto, halimbawa, eto siya. So, ang i-display niya is 4.0. Eto ba ang tinatanong mo, Kirby?
Opo, ma'am.
Oo. So, since 8.0 nakalagay dito, naka-double siya. Di ba higher ang value ni, higher si double compared kay integer. It's not about the value here, na 8 or 2. It's not about that. We are talking about the data type importance. Okay? Double is higher compared to 2 kasi mas higher ang coverage niya. So, kumbaga ang i-grab ni compiler na data type is yung kay double, hindi kay integer. So, kaya ang i-display niya is 4.0, not 4.
Dili na siya magiging 8.0, ma'am.
Saan na 8.0? Hindi, kasi dinivide natin siya, Kirby. 8.0 divided by 2.
Okay po, okay, ma'am.
Oo. Dinivide natin siya. Yung final output yung tiningnan natin sa 4.0. Okay na?
Okay po, ma'am.
Okay. Sige, let's proceed with the next So again, sabi ko kanina, we have different types of expression. We have arithmetic, we have mixed, we have logical, diba? So in this case, punta tayo kay arithmetic expression. Again, arithmetic expression and expression, this one, it will return a numeric value. Okay? A numeric value, not a Boolean value, since we're talking about arithmetic. Okay? So these expressions consist of arithmetic operators, operands, and assignment operators. Okay? So these are two types of the arithmetic expressions. Okay? So the first one is integral expression. So if all operands in an expression are integers and the expression are integers and the expression returns an integer type value, the expression is an integral expression. For example, we have this one. 11 plus 5 plus 3 times 24 minus 5 divided by 4. Okay, so integral siya. Hindi siya, kumbaga, naka-integer siya. Naka-whole number siya. Okay, di ba yun naman yung natin sa integer? Dapat naka-whole number siya. Okay, so kaya tawag sa kanya is integral expression. Kasi we are talking about integer numbers. Okay, now in the floating point expression natin, all operands in an expression are floating point numbers like this. So naka-decimal value siya. Okay, yung considered here also the double actually. Okay, so a floating type value. Okay, the expression is a floating point expression. For example, this one, 2.8 times 17.5 minus 1.40. Okay, so lahat na meron tayo is naka-floating point na data type. Okay? So yan yung ano natin. Again, two types of arithmetic expression is the integral and the floating. Just try to observe kung ano yung mga ginamit natin na value since whole number siya. So, integral siya. Now here, naging floating point kasi we have decimal value. Okay? So, consider yung mga double natin na value. Now, we have what we call mixed expression. Okay? No, not that one. Okay, we also have a mixed expression na tinatawag. Sa mixed expression natin, bakit ano na dito? Example. Later na natin yan ha. Sa mixed expression naman natin, meron din tayong ganito. Okay? Mixed meaning may integer, may double, or may decimal number na pinag-uusapan. Okay? So, again, when we say mixed expression, an expression that has operands of different data types. So, these contain both integers and floating point numbers and returns a floating point number. Okay? So, always remember that. It will return a floating point number, a decimal number. So, for example, we have here, so, di ba, 25 as a whole number, naka-int siya. And then, int din si 2. And then, si Z is double. So, floating po yun. So, ang gagawin niya, sabi ko nga kanina, since mas higher ang importance ni double, ang magiging result niya is double or with decimal number. Yun yung tawag natin is floating point values. Okay? So, in here, 25 divided by 2. So, dito pa lang, okay lang kasi integer ang pinag-uusapan. So, 25 divided by 2 supposedly is 12.5. But since integer siya, so magiging mangyari natin is, anong value natin? So, 12 times the 12 is, meaning naka-whole number siya, times the 2.0. So, doon na siya magkakaroon ng floating value kasi nag-multiply na tayo kay 2.0. Okay? So, 24 siya. Hindi siya affected dito na part pa. Magiging affected lang siya yung time na nag-multiply na tayo kay z, which is double. But here, since integer ang pinag-divide natin, both numbers as are integers, so whole number lang ang kukunin natin. So kaya 12 siya. Okay? So that is the rule number 1. So ang rule number 1, if the operator has the same types of operands, the operator is evaluated according to the type of operand. So yun yung ginawa natin. So now, sa rule number 2 naman natin, if the operator has both types of operands, okay, during calculation, the integer is treated temporarily as floating point number. And the final result is a floating point number. So always remember that. So pag nasa mixed expression tayo, and we have what we call double dyan or float dyan, floating point value ang ibibigay pa rin as final results. Okay, so yun po yun. So balik tayo dito sa ating example. This is an example of yung ating integral at saka floating point. Okay? So, here, who wants to answer the letter A? Wants to answer letter A? X divided by 7 plus W times Z. Substitute una natin. So, it could be 25 in here. Si Z is 2. Si W is 3. Lahat integer yan. And this one, Z is 2. So, what type of arithmetic expression is this? Is it integral or floating or mixed?
Integral, ma'am.
Okay, very good. Okay, now, what is the answer of this expression?
30, ma'am.
30. Sige, tingnan natin. 25 divided by 2. That is 12. Tama?
16.
So, okay, so 12 dito. And then after that, we have this one. 3 times 2. 6.
4 ma'am. 6.
6, di ba? Okay, 6 times, natabunan, wait lang. Okay, sige, dito natin ilagay. We have 6 here. Okay, now anong gagawin dyan? I-add na natin si addition na, diba? Siya yung may pinaka-lower precedence here. So we have 12 plus 6 equals to 18. Ang pangit. Okay. Yun. 18. How about the letter B? Is it integral or floating? Or mix?
Floating, ma'am.
Floating? In what sense? Saan siya nagka-floating?
Integral.
We have W is integer, Z is integer also, Y is integer, X is integer. So, integral pa rin siya. Okay? Integral pa rin siya kasi puro siya integer. So, this time, ano yung magiging result? W divided by Z, W is 3. Divide natin sa 2, ano ang result?
2, ma'am.
3 divided by 2.
Ay, 1.
Okay, we have 1. Okay? 1 times 10.
10, ma'am.
Okay. Parang hindi sigurado ah. 10 minus 25.
15.
Oh,
15,
10.
ma'am.
Negative 15.
Negative 15.
Okay. And then we have here, si CA, is it integral or floating?
Floating ma'am.
Okay, floating. Both, diba, operands is, puro naman siya double. So, floating siya. So, what will be the result of this? C is 11. 9 natin to, diba? So, 11 divided by 2.
5, ma'am.
Okay, 5.
5 ma'am.
5 what? Double
0.5
to.
ma'am.
Okay. 5.5. And then, 2 divided by 2.
Ma'am, 1.
1.
We have
1, ma'am.
1.0.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Now, 5.5 plus 1.
6.2.
6.5.
6 point?
6.5.
Okay, 6.5. Very good. How about this one? Integral floating. Or
Integral
mixed?
ma'am.
We have?
Integral po.
Integral.
Integral.
I know.
Is it integral?
Floating, ma'am.
We have floating. Floating, di ba?
Yes, ma'am.
Kasi puro double siya.
Double siya.
Okay. Nakakalito, no? A simple one, pero medyo nakakalito talaga siya pag hindi mo siya tutukan talaga. Okay, B minus A here. Remember, di ba, sabi nga natin, parenthesis ang pinaka-higher precedence we have. So, B plus A?
41. 41.
Minus pala to. Okay, sorry. We have 40.
40.
1. 41.
43 minus 2? Okay, 41.
41. Akala ko
Okay,
3 ang
41.
W.
Next is we have A times the D.
24.
We have,
24.
ano ba ang value ni 2, diba? 2 times the 11. Ay, ano ba to? 12 pala. Sorry. Okay, we have here 24. Pero floating tayo, no? Ay, nakalimutan tayo.
Double, ma'am.
Okay, naka 24.0 tayo dito din. Yan. How about this one? B divided by A. 43 divided by 2. What is the
20
result?
21.5, ma'am.
21.5.
21.5.
0.5.
Okay. Sige, sana tayo. Unang gagawin, we have 41 divided by 24. Tama ba?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, 41. We have divided by 24. So what will be the result?
1.7
Remainder
One, ma'am,
tayo ha.
1.70,
Remainder.
ma'am.
1, ma'am. 1.
1.70, ma'am.
1 lang,
One.
ma'am.
Okay, we have 1 only. Pinahirapan nyo yung sarili nyo. 1 lang, diba? So 1 lang kasi... I
Oo nga,
know!
1 lang.
1 lang ba?
1.1. Hindi, ma'am. May
No,
zero, di ba, ma'am?
hindi.
May zero, di ba, ma'am?
Double tayo, diba? So
Yes,
41 divided by 24. So that is 1.7083333 blah blah blah.
3.
Lahat yun kasali. Lahat yun
Kasali na
kasali.
yun.
Oo, kasi
Akala ko
naka-double
magano na
tayo.
siya, ano ba tawag mo?
Hindi siya mag-round off kasi kung gusto mo siya mag-round off, dapat meron kang formatting na gagawin. Later, pag-uusapan natin yon. May formatting siya. Okay? So, yun. So, for the meantime, yun muna yung kukunin natin, yung 1.7083333. Ganon. So, after that, modulo, anong value natin dito? We have 21.5, diba? So, ano yung result niyan? Modulo pa talaga, no?
Ano mo yan, multiply, ma'am?
Modulo is getting the remainder. Pag i-divide mo daw si 1.70833 divided by 25.5, ilan yung remainder nun? Yun yung sagot. Ang hirap nun, no?
0, ma'am.
0. So, ilan yung remainder?
0.06699934641.
Hindi dapat siya decimal
13.
value.
0 lang, ma'am.
13, ma'am, 12, 13.
Di ba ang mangyayari is ganito siya? Balik natin na let's say 1.70, ano nga yun?
83333.
833. Hanggang dyan lang tayo. Ganyan lang. Parang parang degree lang din. Okay? So, yan lang tayo. Hindi natin kaya yun. Okay, halimbawa, di ba divided by, mas mataas yung nasa baba natin, 21.5. Tama? Yan yung division, ang niya. So, ilang daw 21.5 meron sa 1.708? Di ba wala?
0, ma'am. Error.
Yes.
Di ba wala? Hindi siya mag-error actually. Okay? Hindi di ba siya mag-error? Okay? Pero ang magiging niya, sagot niya mismo diretso, since 0 siya, this is 0, 1.708, diretso pwede mo siyang ilagay, is 1.708 na. Diba? So, yun yung remainder mo. You will compute it manually. Ganun yung mangyayari. Nakuha ba yun? Kasi di ba remainder ang kukunin natin sa modulo sign? And since wala naman tayong makukuha o wala tayong mabubuo na 21.5 sa 1.7, so 0 na siya, diretso, remainder na yun siya. So yun na yung sagot mo. Gets ba tayo doon? Any clarification or question?
I always did, ma'am.
Okay. Okay, balikan natin yung balikan natin yung ni modulo sign. Diba, if modulo sign, medyo nakakalito lang to kasi first pa lang, wala tayong mabubuo na number from that number. So like for example, anong example natin? We have 8 divided by 3. I know, modulo pala, modulo. Again, ang modulo sign natin, ang purpose niya is to get the remainder nung dinivide mo yung dalawang operand. Okay? So in this case, paano natin kukunin yung remainder niya? We will divide it manually. So 8 divided by 3. So ilang 3 meron kay 8? How many 3 sa 8?
Isa lang, ma'am.
Isa lang ba?
Dalawa, ma'am.
Merong
Ma'am,
dalawa. Okay? So, dalawang 3 sa 8. So, 2 times 3, we have 6. Tama?
6.
8 minus 6 is?
Oo, ma'am.
Okay, 2. So, this one, ito na yung remainder mo. So, ito na yung sagot mo sa ito na question. Yung remainder kasi ang kukunin ni modulo. Okay? So, like for example, another one. Halimbawa, 25. 25 divided by 4. Or modulo 4, I mean. So, if you will divide that one, yun lang, yung remainder, kailangan mo siyang manually compute talaga. Okay, how many 4 sa 25?
7.
11, ma'am.
Okay. How many 4 sa 25? Hello?
7.
7 ba? 7. We have 6 only, diba?
6.25.
6 times 4 is ilan? 6, 12, 18, 24. 24, diba?
24, ma'am.
Okay. Then, meaning may naiwan na 1. So, that is our remainder and that will be your answer to this question. Nakuha? So, ganun yung modulo natin. Now, dito na part, kasi first pa lang, wala namang mabubuo talaga sa 1.78 ay 708. Walang mabubuo dyan na 25 ay 21.5. So,
Murag i-bring down
meaning,
1 lang siya, ma'am.
hindi ka na magbe-bring down 1, 'di ba? Since ang tanong, ilang 21.5 meron sa 1.708? 'Di ba 0? 'Di ba 0?
Ito, ma'am.
Ilang 21.5 meron sa 1.08?
0, ma'am.
0. So 0 na ilagay mo dito. Now 0 times 21.5, 'di ba 0?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay? So, diretso na. Since 0 siya, bring down na muna diretso 1.708. Tama? So, yun na yung sagot mo. Kasi yun na yung remainder mo. Same kung anong ginawa natin dito sa dalawa. Yan yung
Okay.
problema natin, di ba? Pag nasa calculator na tayo, sanay tayo sa calculator. Eh. Pag once manual na, medyo nahihirapan na tayo. But anyway, ano lang na yun, that is natural actually for today's, but then, hopefully, maano nyo pa yung ano ninyo, tawag na to manual na skill in computation. Kasi pinaka-importante yun. And alam mo, medyo mahirap talaga sa part ng arithmetic expression is yung division talaga, especially like this. So, pag i-manual mo talaga siya, medyo mahirap siya. Okay? So, again, for modulo, we are not talking about the decimal value. So, hindi tayo mag-a-add. Di ba the usual nag-a-add tayo ng 0 para makuha natin yung decimal value? But in this case, since we are talking about modulo sign, hindi na. Diretso ka na, kukunin mo na yung remainder mismo. Okay? So, okay na tayo dyan. Proceed na tayo sa letter F. Hanggang F na lang tayo. Sige, hanggang F. So, ano ang sagot sa F? Is it
Mix, ma'am.
integral or ano?
Integers, ma'am.
Mix, ma'am.
Integers,
We have, bakit siya mix?
Integers
We
na.
have, okay, we have
Kasi
integral lang.
integers all.
Tama ba? X is integer. Y is integer. X, Z is integer. So, integral pa rin tayo. Nasa integral expression pa rin tayo. So, what is the answer? X
25, ma'am.
is 25 here.
25 po, ma'am.
Y is 10. Sige, tingnan natin. 25, 10, then 25. Ang C, ano nga value ng C?
Po, ma'am.
We have 2 and 2 here. So, unahin natin is eto na part. Tama ba? Okay, 25 divided by 2, that is
12.5, ma'am.
integer tayo. Anong dapat
12,
sagot?
ma'am. 12.
Okay, very
12.
good. Okay, 12. Ano sunod? So, tapos na tayo dito. So, 12 na ang sagot natin dito. Saan tayo pupunta?
Kay Z, ma'am.
Kay Z ba?
Kay
Left
X.
to right?
Kay X pa, X plus Y.
Mag-X ba tayo agad? Or punta muna na tayo kay ano? Kay Y? Multiplication, precedence. Di ba una ang multiplication kaysa plus?
Yes, ma'am.
Times.
Yes, ma'am.
Ay, oh, yes, ma'am. Yes,
Okay.
ma'am.
So, 10 times 12 muna tayo. Tama? Okay. 10 times 12 is 120. Okay? So, 120 na tayo dito. Saan na tayo after?
Sa plus na, ma'am.
Plus agad? Meron pa tayo.
Ano ba kay Z?
Gamay, manggod kayo, ma'am.
Malate pa sa inyo dyan? Eh, meron pa tayong Z dito. Okay, meron pa
Gamay
tayong Z.
kayo, ma'am.
So, sige lang. Ano natin? So, 120 divided by 2. We have?
60, ma'am.
Okay, we have 60. Doon na time na mag-plus na tayo. So, 25 plus the 60 is, we have 85 as,
Eh, 85.
okay, 85 as an answer for this. Okay, so I think that is enough. So proceed tayo with the next slide natin. Okay, we're done with the mixed expressions. We also, this na naman. So dito tayo, magmi-mix tayo. Okay. Hanggang ano lang tayo dito? Hanggang C lang tayo. Matry lang natin. Wants to answer the letter A. That is a mixed mixed
12, ma'am.
expression. The answer is? Kindly raise your hand.
Twelve, ma'am. 12 lang, ma'am.
12, ma'am. 12.
12, ma'am.
Okay.
12, ma'am.
12. Thank you for that, Kirby and Keylord. So we have here 12. Tingnan natin if it is 12. So X is, saan si X? 25 pa din.
Yes, ma'am. 25, ma'am.
25, si A is 2. And
Okay.
then W is 3. Substitute muna tayo para hindi tayo malito. Z is 2. Okay, so unahin natin si, okay lang, left to right kasi pareho sila ng diba? Pareho sila ng precedence. Okay, so 25 divided by 2.
12.
Okay, 12.
12.5.
We are in, okay, 12.5. Okay, and then 12.5 times 3. That is?
37 point, ma'am. 37.5, ma'am.
0.5, 37.5. Tama? Okay,
Yes.
37.5. Thank you for that. So, 37.5 modulo 2.
0.75.
The answer is
0.75.
0.75. Modulo tayo.
One gyapon siya, 1.
We have
1 ma'am, 1.
Or 0.7.
1. Sige.
1.5, ma'am.
Okay, the 1. Tama ba? Sige, tingnan natin.
1 lang ma'am.
37, 2. Ilang 2 meron si 37? We have
18.
we have ito muna. Ito muna sa 3 pa lang pala tayo. So 2, we have 7. So we have here 8. Tama? 16. Tapos we have here 1.5. Tama? Tama ba? Okay, ilang 2 sa 1.5? Since wala, 0 na tayo dito. 2, 1. We have here 0. So 1.5 ang remainder. So ang sagot is 1.5. Nagets ba yun? Nakuha ba natin? Okay. Kasi katulad pa rin siya kanina na problem, di ba? Okay. So again, nasa float sa ano tayo floating, ay sa mix tayo. So float number value ang i-result niya. How about letter B?
4.
Z is 2, tama ba?
4, ma'am.
A is 2. 4 ang sagot dito. Sige, tingnan natin.
Dili, ma'am.
Sige. Try natin. We have here 43, no? And we have Y is 10. Okay, so from here, so 2 times 2, we have 4. But then mix siya, so floating tayo, diba? Tama ba? So 4.0. Then after that, here muna tayo. B divided by Y, which is 43 divided by 10. Ilan yun?
Ito, ma'am.
43 divided by 10.
4.3.
4,
Okay,
ma'am.
we have 4.3 kasi
3, ma'am.
naka-floating tayo. Okay? And then, what will happen next to that?
8.3 ma'am.
We have, okay, we have
8.3.
8.3. Very good. Very good. Last number. Nandiyan naman si Modulu. Una gagawin natin, we have, evaluate muna natin si parenthesis natin.
Well,
Here, 43. At saka si Z is 2. So, ang sagot natin dito, we have what here? 21.5. Tama ba? We have 21.5 here
yes po ma'am, 21.5.
times 3. Times 3 is 64.5. Tama ba?
64.5, ma'am.
64 ba or 64?
64,
ma'am.
ma'am. 0.5.
Okay, 64.5. Tapos, so nakuha na natin as a whole, we have 64.5 para dito. Then, balik na tayo dito. Left to right na tayo balik. Since natapos na tayo kay parenthesis. So, here, B is 43 ulit. 43 modulo 2. Ano yung value? Ano yung remainder? We have 3 modulo 2, what is the answer?
1 ma'am, 1.
Okay, 1. So, but then we are in the, mix is 1.0 tayo. Okay? 1.0 times, eto na. 1.0 times the 64.5. The answer is, of course, 64.5, diba? 1 lang naman yun, diba? So, 64.5. Okay? So, yan po ang ating mixed number. Okay? Or mixed expression, I
Ma'am,
mean.
isa pa, ma'am.
Mixed number. Isa pa, gusto nyo pa? Sige, saan dito ang gusto nyong sagutan?
H, ma'am.
Sige, si letter H tayo. Okay. Sige. Una, naka-parenthesis tayo, no? Okay. Sige, unahin natin dito. Pareho lang naman. Ang endpoint niya is modulo. Okay? So, W, which is 3. Then we have here X, 25. Substitute muna natin para hindi tayo malito. Si Z is 2. Okay. And Y is 10. Let me know if you have your answer na para i-compare natin later. Then we have 11 here. And D is 12. And B is 43 again. And A is 2. Sige. Una is dito tayo. So, 3 times 25.
75, ma'am.
1-0.
Akunado.
Okay. Ay, may hugot tayo doon. Okay, 75. Then 75 divided by 2. That is?
Ma'am? 37.5.
37.5.
Okay, 37.5. Lalayo nung hatiin pa talaga yung 75 na grade. Okay, 37.5 plus 10. Nahirapan sa plus 10? Sige, 47.
47, ma'am. 47.5.
Okay, we have 47.5. So, 47.5 dito na part. Dito na naman tayo na part. Okay, so okay na tayo dito. 47. Okay? And then, dito tayo. 11 times 12. What is the result?
132, ma'am.
Okay, we have
132.
Okay, very good. We have 132 here. Then 132 modulo 43.
2, ma'am. Right.
132 modulo 40. Tama ba? Modulo 43. So, ilang 43 meron sa 132?
Tatlo. Ay.
Ilan?
Ano ang question, ma'am?
Ilang 43 sa 132? We have
3 ma'am, 3.
Okay, we have 3. Okay? So 3 times 43, that is 129. Okay,
129.
Okay, 129. Thank you for that. So 132 minus 129. That
3,
is?
ma'am.
Okay,
3.
that is 3. So, ang sagot natin is remainder 3. Okay? So, here is 3. But then again, this is a floating value. So, 3.0 tayo dito na part, diba? So, 3.0 plus A, which is 2. 3 plus 2?
5, ma'am.
Okay, we have 5. 5.0. Okay? So, meron na tayo. Ang maging ano natin dito na part is we have 47.5 modulo 5.0. What is the result?
Ma'am.
We have 2.5. Very good. So, the answer is 2.5 for here. Okay na? Madali lang, di ba? Medyo ano lang siya, maproseso lang talaga siya. At doble ingat ka talaga pag once nagsosolve ka. Pero
Ma'am,
madali lang
excuse
naman
me.
siya. Yes po.
Unsa paano pag-compute sa modulo, ma'am?
Paano compute si modulo? Yung remainder lang. Divide pa rin siya, tapos kunin mo lang yung remainder, katulad ng ginawa natin dito. This is for the modulo na part. Okay, kukunin mo lang ang sagot doon, yun yung remainder mo. So division pa rin siya, pero instead of eto yung sagot mo, ang kukunin niya lang is remainder. So kagaya nga sabi natin kanina, like for example, if we have 12 modulo 7, yan. Okay, ang gagawin mo, of course, ang process pa rin is division. So, 12, 7. So, ilang 7 meron sa 12? Diba? 1. So, 1 times 7 is 7. Naiwan is 5. So, eto yung sagot mo, yung 5, para kay modulo. Nakuha ba natin yon? Remainder lang ang kukunin mo for modulo. Division pa rin siya, pero remainder ang kukunin mo. Okay ba tayo? Clear ba yon?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, sige. Proceed tayo. May tanong pa?
Excuse me, ma'am.
Yes po.
Nayo landasan niya, ma'am.
Kaganihan, nag-stop na po siya.
Kusog mo yung landasan ako, ma'am.
Oo, nagkusog siya ganiha dere, tapos ni-stop siya. Kamo na po siguro. Nasa siguro yung
Sibag
schedule.
ka patribulan, ma'am.
Nasa siguro yung schedule. Sige, sige. Pero nag-aano pa siya, nagataligsik pa siya, konti lang. Kanina malakas talaga.
Kusog na dari, ma'am.
Sige, continue lang tayo.
Kusog na dari, ma'am.
Hayaan lang natin yun siya. Okay, sige, eto na tayo. Sa logical operators, I know, paulit-ulit na to siya. Logical expression. So, we are, in logical expression, we are using the logical operators. Of course, the numbers pa rin natin. So, in here, sa logical expression, excuse lang. Okay, sa logical expression natin, this kind of an expression na it will return a Boolean value still. Okay? Pareha pa rin siya nung sa ano natin, sa operator natin. Okay? So, ang magiging ano niya, ang pinaka final output pa rin niya is Boolean value pag in-evaluate natin siya. Okay? So, this expression can consist of logical operators and relational expressions. Okay? So, logical operators are, teka lang, accept muna natin si Castillo. Okay? Logical operators have low precedence and are evaluated after other operations have been evaluated. So, for example, the expression of 14 greater than equal to 5 and 12 not equal to 3. So, it will be evaluated to true kasi unahin mo pa yung halimbawa 14 greater than equal to 5, that is true. And then 12 not equal to 3, that is true. So, after yung AND operator, yun yung logical natin. So, ang evaluation since true and true, so magiging true siya. So, if two or more logical operators appear in an expression, the expression is evaluated from left to right. Okay, yun yung ginawa natin kanina. So, for example, the expression like this, we have 3, this is relational, diba? And then we have, yan, na operator. So, from left to right tayo. So, basahin natin. So, 3 greater than 3. So, unahin natin to. Evaluate muna bago yung ating mga logical operator. Okay? So, we have 3 greater than 3. Is it true or false? 3 greater than
True,
3?
ma'am.
False.
Is 3 greater than 3? Di ba equal sila? So, false tayo.
Ay, opo, false pala po, false. Equal pala po.
Okay, thank you for that. Okay, next is, we're done with this. Relational. Meron naman tayo dito. 4 is lesser than 2.
False.
Oh. We have still a false. 4 is greater than 2, diba? Okay, next is 12 is greater than 3.
True.
True, ma'am. True.
Okay, true. Very good. 4 lesser than 5.
True.
Okay.
True, ma'am.
Okay, now this time, thank you for that. This time, eto na naman. If false and false kay or, anong sagot?
True.
False and false kay or ha, or. Eto, false man ito and false. Tapos merong or. Anong sagot?
True, ma'am.
Or.
Okay, or.
Hindi X or ha, hindi X or. Pag dalawang false kay or, anong result?
False, ma'am.
False. Very good. False. Again ha, magfo-false si or pag both side dito is false. So since both side is false, false ang kanyang sagot. Okay? So meron na tayo dito. How about dito na? So wala na tayo dito, no? Tapos na tayo dito. Okay, so now false and true. Wala na yan ha. False and true.
True.
False and true. Ito ha. Tapos may and operator tayo. So what is the result? False and true.
True, ma'am.
And operator, di ba? Pag mag-true lang siya, pag both side is true.
False, ma'am.
False, ma'am.
Okay, so false siya. Again ha, yun yung tandaan nyo. Si and operator, magtutrue lang siya if both side is true. Pag hindi, false na yun. Okay? Ang kay or naman, as long as meron siyang true na makita na kahit isa, true na siya. Pero kung wala siyang true na makita, false talaga yun siya. Kaya gaya dito na false ang both side. Okay? So yun. Next is false or true. Anong sagot? False or true? Or di ba to?
True.
Okay, the answer is true. So kaya ang sagot dito is true. Ganon. Nakuha ba yon? Another example here. So una natin gawin, ito muna. Okay? Is 3 greater than 3? Is 3 greater than
Equal, ma'am.
3? So anong sagot?
False, ma'am.
Okay, very good.
False, ma'am. False.
Okay, now how about this one? 4 lesser than 2?
False, ma'am. False.
False. Now, false or false? Answer?
False.
True, ma'am.
False or false?
False,
Ay.
ma'am.
False pala, false.
Okay. Or tayo. Okay, so we're done with this. So, false tayo dito na side. Okay? Then, eto na naman. Basahin muna natin siya. Wait lang, raise muna natin to the part. Okay? So, 12 is greater than 3?
True, ma'am.
True.
True, ma'am.
So, wala na yan. Okay, wala na din to, no? Actually, wala na to sila. Kasi meron na tayong false. Okay? Dito naman, 4 lesser than 5. True or false?
True, ma'am.
False.
False, ma'am.
False. Ay, true. Sorry. Diba,
True.
diba si 4 is lesser than talaga? 4 is lesser than 5. Okay, so true.
True, ma'am.
Okay, 4 is lesser than 5. So, true ang sagot dyan. Okay, now, true or true?
True, ma'am.
Okay, true. Very good. Okay, now we're done with the this side and this side. So we have false here, we have true here. Then we have the end operator. What is the answer? False and true? Answer?
False, ma'am. False.
False. Very good. Okay, so yun na yung sagot natin dito na part. So yun. Okay, so that is our logical expression. So using our logical operators at the same time, relational operators. Again ha, ang logical expression is a combination of a relational operator, and the logical operator usage. Okay, so yan po si logical expressions natin. Now, proceed tayo. Okay, with this example. Okay, so 3 lang din yung sasagutan natin para hindi tayo mag-consume ng time. Then you may select one kung ano yung gusto nyong sagutan dito. Okay? So number 1. For expression 1 and expression 2, the value here is 23. And this one is 53. Tama ba? I know. Hindi pala. Sorry.
23, ma'am.
Sorry.
Ay, 23, ma'am.
No, kailangan natin i-evaluate pala. Hindi pala yon. Okay, ulit. Una muna dito. Kasi Boolean value siya. So, we will get the value here muna. Okay? So, here. What is the answer here? Boolean value tayo. Anong sagot sa expression na to? When evaluated. 23 is greater than equal to 12. The answer is?
True, ma'am.
The answer is true. Okay, since greater than si 23. Okay, so true tayo dito. How about the expression 2?
True, ma'am.
Is it true? Is
False, ma'am.
53
False.
lesser
False,
than equal? Okay, so
False.
kasi okay, very good. So false. Kasi mas malaki naman talaga si 53, hindi siya lesser than. Okay, so meron na tayong value kay expression 1 and expression 2. So if this is true and this is
23.
false,
Okay.
and then this is true and this is false, what is the result? Ano unang gagawin natin?
True diri, ma'am. Sa expression 1 and expression 2. Ay,
Okay, sige. We have here, sige, ano muna natin? Okay, for here, ang sagot natin dito is true kasi both true, no? So, yan. Next. So, wala na to. Okay na tayo dito kasi meron na tayong true. Next is, dito na. Left to right lang to, diba? Kasi pare-pareho sila ng precedence. Precedence, I mean. So, true at saka true or true? Anong sagot? Ito. True
True,
or
ma'am.
true?
True, ma'am.
Okay,
True,
so
ma'am.
true.
True, ma'am.
Okay, very good. So, yan na yan. So, alis na natin to kasi may true na tayo. Ito yung susundan natin. Now, true, X, or false. What is the result?
amo sa to, ma'am.
True, X, or false? Anong sagot?
True gihapon, ma'am.
Okay, the answer is true. Diba? Kasi si X or
True,
again,
ma'am. True.
okay, kasi si X or again is magtutrue siya pag hindi pareho ang value ng both side. Okay? So, yun. Okay tayo dyan? How about the letter
Yes,
B?
ma'am.
Madali lang? Or do you have a
Wait,
question
ma'am.
from it? May question?
Nan, ma'am, nan.
Okay, very good. Next, proceed tayo. Letter B.
False, ma'am. False.
We have
False.
false. False, diretso na ang sagot dito. Sige,
Yes,
tingnan
ma'am.
natin. Tingnan natin, no? So here, ano ang ano dito? Since nakanat siya, we have true here. Tama ba? Magtutrue tayo dito. Kasi, teka, parang may mali tayo sa B, ay sa A. Kasi si expression 2 is false. So, false pala to dapat dito. Balikan natin, ha? Balikan muna natin si A. Para na ano natin, na mislook natin dito ang expression 2. So, true dito, false dito sa expression 2, false din to dapat kasi end operator siya. Tapos, nag-or siya dito. So, true pa rin. Then, okay. Anyway, pareho pa rin naman. True pa rin naman. Yun lang, mali lang yung pagbasa natin dito. Ang result pa rin niya is true pa rin naman. So, safe tayo doon na part. Okay, anyway, so proceed tayo with the B. Okay, so for letter B, so ang expression 2 natin is false, but then since may not, so gagawin niyang true, tama? Nasundan
Yes,
niyo
ma'am.
yan? Okay. But then, etong part na to, still false pa rin siya. Now, is true not equals to false? Ito yun, ha? Is true not equal to false? True or false?
False, ma'am.
Is true not equal to false?
True, ma'am. True.
Okay, true. Kung ano pa, pag mahirapan kayo sa true or false, yes or no tayo. Is true not equal to false? Pag sasabihin mo na yes, meaning true yun. 'Di ba? Para ano, kasi medyo nahihirapan tayo mismo pag true or false ang gagamitin, true or false ang given, then nakakalito siya. So, yes or no una, tapos i-convert mo lang siya to true or false. Pag yes, true. Pag no, false siya. Okay? So, yun. So, we have true na here. So, we're done with this group. Dito naman, okay, wala namang grouping na iba. Okay, so from true here and false here. Ano ang sagot? True and false.
Yes, ma'am. Ay, no, ma'am, no.
No, so false tayo. Okay, so false dito na part. So, wala na to, no? So, false na tayo. False or... Saan tayo? So, false na dito. Okay, merong arithmetic na side dito. So, tandaan mo lang na false dito ha na side. Eto na side. False na yan siya lahat. Okay, para hindi tayo malito. So, false dyan. So, dito, since may arithmetic tayo, unahin muna natin to. 3 times 5, that is?
15, ma'am.
15.
Okay, very good. 3 times 5 is 15. So, 15 is not equal to 15? 15 is not equal to 15.
Yes, ma'am.
Is 15.
Copy ka, ma'am. Copy.
Lang. Is 15 not equal to 15? Yes or no? Is 15 not equal to 15?
No.
Yes.
Sige, no, ma'am, no.
Is 15 not equal to 15? Yes or no?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, ma'am, no.
Okay. Sige. Si 15 is not equal to 15. That is no. So false tayo. Kasi equal sila, di ba? Tama? Is 15 not equal to 15?
Tama, ma'am.
No.
Okay. So false dito. So false ang sagot dito. So now, or operator na lang naiwan natin, di ba? So false or false ang sagot? False?
True, ma'am.
Or false? Sagot?
False or
True, ma'am.
false?
True.
False,
True,
ma'am.
ma'am. True.
False,
False, ma'am.
syempre. Or operator tayo, di ba?
Basta pag naka-false or false, false rin yung sagot. O, tignan mo yun. O.
Opo,
No,
yes,
hindi.
very.
Guhit, false. Ay, o.
Or. Okay? So, mag-ano lang yan siya pag, again ha, or po ito, iba yung XOR natin, ito yung XOR, ito ang OR. Okay, ang ruling ni OR, pag once na both side is false, false talaga. Okay? Dito naman, sa ruling ni XOR, pag both value is the same, halimbawa true and true, ay true or XOR true, at saka false XOR false, ang ano nun, result is false. Dito hanap part, halimbawa true, XOR true, false yan. Tapos F, XOR F, false yan. Otherwise, true yun. So, pag hindi the same. Dito naman kay OR, ang gagawin, pag true or F, that is true. F or T, still true. True or true equals to true pa din. True or F, sana ba tayo? F or F, dun siya magpo-false. Okay? Ito yung kay or na side. Ito. Yan yung or. Yan yung ruling natin kay or. Kay and naman, sige, isa-isahin natin. Mas okay sana kung may truth value to siya. Okay? So, sa and naman natin, which is yung ganyan natin, di ba, ang end. Okay? Pag ano naman kay end, true and true, equals to true. True and F, mas maraming false etong end. Okay? F and T equals F. As long as may makita siyang F na yun. Okay? Kaya siya maraming F. Marami siyang false. Okay? So, yan siya. So, we have OR and XOR. Yan. Okay, so ganun po siya. Okay, so okay na tayo? May gusto pa kayong sagutan dito? Sagutan pa ba natin ang C? Who wants to try letter C?
Ma'am, tama ang 2, ma'am. False.
Tama ang 2 false? Yes. Kasi 'di ba or tayo, F or F. Yan, F or F. Ang sagot is F. So false ang sagot. Okay? Very good. Okay, ang bilis mo nakasagot nun ah. Very good. Okay, how?
Chamba, ma'am.
Ichamba-chamba kay medyo taas kayo ang proseso, no? Okay, anyway, so yun. So okay na tayo dito. Proceed na tayo. Yun talaga ha, you have to be careful with this one kasi lalo na pag mahaba yung expression, medyo ano talaga siya, nakakalito. Okay, but then madali lang naman siya. Basta sundan mo lang talaga. Okay, so proceed tayo. Next tayo. Okay, so next topic natin is input and output na. So we're done with the expression, input and output na tayo. Now, for the input and output, before we will proceed with that, I just want to ask you a question. What is input in your own idea? Hello? In your own idea, what is input?
Input. Is, ano may, ibutang ma'am.
Magbutang or mag-provide ka ng value, tama?
Operate
Okay.
on by any process or system, ma'am.
Okay, very good for that. Thank you for that. Okay, so you will provide a value from, it could be from to a text box, diba? Kagaya ng ginagawa nyo pag nagla-login kayo sa Facebook, diba? Ina-ask kayo ng, it could be yung, tawag na to, yung email address at saka yung password. That's what we call inputting, 'di ba? You are
Kuan pud, ma'am.
giving or
Mag-input kag
providing.
kuan, ma'am.
Yes?
Mag-input kag mic, ma'am.
Nang?
Mic sa computer, ma'am.
Okay. The input device. Okay? Yes, the audio itself. Okay? Pwede yun, 'di ba? The usual tayo ngayon pag nagsa-search in, pag tinatamad tayo mag-type, pwede tayo parang audio na lang na search for what is ganito, what is sun, what is moon. So sasabihin mo na lang. That is also a one way of inputting a data sa ating sa ating computers or whatsoever. Okay? Thank you for that. Okay? How about the output? Your own idea. What is output?
Kinalabasan ma'am.
Kinalabasan, the result. Okay, 'di ba? The result or the end display. 'Di ba? Kung like for example, nag-input ka, nag-ask ka, what is moon? Tapos sasabihin ni Google sa'yo, moon is blah, 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 blah. That will be a result of your action. The result may be a printed one, a display, or it could be a voice also. Depende. So, yung output, kumbaga, yung kung ano yung naging resulta ng ginawa mo. 'Di ba? Ng in-input mo. Pwedeng ganun. Of course, from input, meron pang process na nangyayari niyan. Then bago tayo mag-output. Now, thank you for that. Now, what is a user input? In connection, this is in connection with the input natin na nandito. Okay? User input kasi we as a user or end user of this computer, we are the one who is inputting a data. Diba? Sa user na sa input na part kasi, we have different kinds of input na meron tayo. Pwedeng meron kasing automatic input ang computer. And
Keyboard.
and then meron din tayong user input na tayo mismo as a user or in like for example in terms of our account, we are the user who is in control of that. Hindi si computer, tayo mismo as a user. Okay? And what are the inputting device na mako-consider natin? It could be, yes, sabi nga natin kanina, the keyboard. Okay? The microphone.
Mouse,
So yun yung mga
mouse.
okay, the mouse clicking natin, yun yung mga inputs natin. It could be a reaction, 'di ba?
Flash drive.
So, okay, the flash drive which is it could be kukuha tayo ng data from that. Okay? So, but then yun and then from the input we have, if a process siya, then we could have an output. Okay? So, yun. So, now, this is an example. Okay? So far, all the programs presented natin in the past day are operated independently. So, without any, without much interaction with the user during runtime. Okay? So, ang ginagawa lang natin, nag-provide lang tayo ng value and then hindi natin binigyan ng freedom si user na mag-input. except yung sa pre-test natin, 'di ba? But then throughout sa ano natin, sa ating discussion, hindi natin ina-ask yung user kung ano yung gusto niyang input sa ating program. Okay? So, interaction in programming is described as input-output. So for example, you initialize a variable during coding, but you can write a program that can ask a user to enter data for a variable. So instead of giving a value sa code, pwedeng si user ang magbibigay ng value. Pwedeng ganun. So all you have to do sa coding natin is to declare a data. Remember, we have different types of ano, 'di ba? We have what we call declaration and initialization. Declaration again is just you are just informing the compiler that you want to use a specific variable para mag-store ka ng data doon. Pero pag once meron ka ng sinabi na declaration and initialization, meaning habang nagde-declare ka, nag-i-initialize ka na din ng value. Nilagyan mo na siya ng value. Like for example, int x equals to 3. That is declaration at the same time initialization. Now here, since we are talking about input-output, you will just do the declaration. The initialization is yung kay user na part. Ano yung ibig kong sabihin? Okay? So, like for example, sige, punta tayo sa programming natin. Saan na si Apache? Sige, i-share ko sa inyo yung part ni part ni user na sinasabi ko. I will share my screen sa part nito. Okay. So, eto na part. Okay, this is an example lang. Okay? So, the usual, ang ginagawa natin, I will comment lang muna this one, ha? Para, comment, di ba? Na-remember nyo pa yung comment? Anong gamit ng comment? It could be a description lang, di ba? Hindi siya kasali, kino-compile. Okay? So, para lang yung siyang definition ng kung anong ginagawa mo. Pero hindi siya i-compile ni compiler. Okay, so here, the usual ang ginagawa natin, nagde-declare tayo at the same time, nag-i-initialize. Anong sinasabi ko? Halimbawa, int a is my variable. This part, yan siya is initialization. Again ha, this one is initialization. Pag nilagyan ko na siya ng a equals to 3, that is initialization at the same, declaration at the same time initialization. Kasi naglagay na ako ng value. And initialization is giving value to a variable. Okay, so now, si A is equals to 3. Tapos, wait, ang ginagawa natin, for in output, ginagawa natin is, nagpiprint tayo. System.out. Ano ba? Print. Yan. Okay. So, yan yung ginagawa natin. Ito yung part na nag-declare and initialize, and then we have this print na line para i-display natin. Ito na yung output natin. So, when we run this program, it will display that one. So, 3. Lagyan natin ng ln para ma-separate yung next line natin. Okay? Run file. So, yan. So, eto na yung output natin. Okay? So, eto yung declare and initialization. Now, ang purpose ng ano natin ngayon, ng topic natin, is that we will let the user enter the value. So, meaning, hindi natin yan lalagyan ng value. Si user ang bahala kung ano yung kanyang ibibigay na value. Okay? So, ang mangyayari, sige, eto na yon. Alisin natin muna to. Eto na yung nilalagay natin. This way, eto yung etong part na to, eto yung magsasabi na, uy, meron tayong tatanggapin na value from a user na ilalagay natin kay variable x. So this one, as you have observed, hindi tayo naglagay ng value kasi we are ano, foreseeing na si user na ang bahala na magbigay nun. Okay? So, dito na part, nag-display tayo, pero ang purpose niya is we are letting know the user na we need or he or she needs to enter an integer value. Okay? So, after ng line na to, yun na yung time na mag-i-input si what we call it, si user ng value na gusto niya. At saan mapupunta yung in-enter niya na value dito kay X. Kaya we have this one. So this line will give us or will store a data na integer coming from the user. And then after that, i-display na natin kung ano yung in-enter ni user. It's up to us kung i-display lang natin directly, kung ano yung gusto niya, kung ano yung binigay niya na value for X, or magkakaroon ka ng computation. It's up to you as a programmer, of course. So like for example, if we will run this program. Ayan. So ganyan siya. Running siya and waiting for what we call it, the value na gustong i-input ng user. So in my case, like for example, I will put 18. So yan. Pag enter ko, the entered integer is 18. So naglagay ako ng value, nilagay niya kay variable x ang value ko, then nag-display ako ng kung ano yung gusto ko na integer. Or if you want a computation from it, so it's up to you. Okay? So like for example, ganyan. So halimbawa, I will give 10 here. So the entered integer is 20. Though hindi naman talaga. Nag-multiply lang ako dito actually. Okay? So yan yung input-output na topic natin. Okay, so balik tayo doon sa presentation. Balikan natin yan mamaya. Don't you worry. Okay? So balik tayo sa presentation. Ano yung presentation natin? Why is it nawala ating presentation? Wait lang ha. Nawala ang ating presentation. Bakit siya nawala? Okay. Okay, this one. Okay? So, ito yung nakasanayan natin. Okay? Nung diretso na. Nung hindi tayo nag-ask ng value from a user. Okay, well, ito naman yung meron tayong, it could be nag-ask tayo ng value from a user, interactive one. Okay, so may interaction na si program natin at the same time yung user. Kagaya ng ginagawa natin, the usual sa ating social media or sa ating mga gaming na na ginagamit. Like mga Dota, ML, di ba meron siyang interaction. Okay, next is, okay, here. So, this one is an example. Teka lang ha. Teka lang, balik muna tayo dito. So again, sabi nga natin kanina, computer programs that get data from a standard input device such as keyboard are called interactive programs. So, here, so this one. So in Java, there are various ways to read the input from a keyboard. So Java provides the scanner. So ang gagamitin natin is the scanner, kagaya kanina, si scanner. Pero sabi nga natin, we have a lot of ways or various types na pwedeng gamitan para makapag-accept ng value from a user. So kagaya nung last time natin, if you still remember, gumamit ako ng graphical interface. So that is about J-option pane. So nakakapag-accept pa din siya ng input from the user in a graphical way. Okay? So in this part, so Java provides a scanner class in the package. So Java util, okay, this one, the Java util. So the methods of this class are used to, the class itself is scanner ha. Okay, so the methods of this class are used to read data from the standard input device and store data into a variable. So, yung ginawa natin kanina. To use the methods of scanner in a computer program, first is import. Ito muna ang gagawin mo para magamit mo si scanner na class. First, import the class using the following following statement kasi pwedeng ito. Okay? What is the difference with this two is that scanner is more, yung merong scanner dito is more specific. Okay? While this one, meaning, yung mga, kumbaga, kaibigan ni scanner na under sa Java util is i-import mo. Meaning, magiging mabigat yung program mo. So, better to be specific. If you know kung ano yung gagamitin mo, kagaya nito, alam mo na si scanner ang gagamitin mo, si scanner lang ilagay mo para yung kukunin na data sa library ni Java is about scanner lang. Hindi nakasali yung iba. Okay? So with that, mas magiging magaan yung program mo. Remember, the more na lengthy and the more na mabigat yung program mo, the more din siya na magiging laggy. Okay? Mas lag siya. So kailangan isip ka talaga ng paraan para magiging magaan lang yung program mo. So one of that is know kung ano yung mga classes na kailangan mo lang. Yun lang yung iyong i-import, hindi yung lahat. So iwasan natin as much as possible yung asterisk na part. Okay? Though using this is safe sa atin pag once na hindi kayo sure masyado kung ano yung gagamitin mo na class from Java util. Okay? But then, as a programmer, you should know. Diba? Ganun naman talaga dapat. Okay? So, again, after this, create an object of the scanner class and associate it with the standard input. So, ito yun. Kasi we cannot directly use the scanner na word. So, kailangan muna natin instantiate muna siya. So, gagawa tayo ng copy ng scanner na scanner class. So, yung copy nun, ipupunta natin kay object name. So, si object name na yung tatawagin natin ngayon. Depende, of course, kung ano yung pangalan na gusto mo sa scanner mo. And again, balik tayo doon. Ang sinasuggest, if you are naming your variable, it should be closer to its functionality. So, in this case, if ang halimbawa, ang purpose mo is to get an age, halimbawa, so better, name that one na age or input age. Para alam natin na that variable or that variable is a scanner variable na tatanggap ng age na value. Ganon. So, that's how you name your variable supposedly, closer to its functionality. Okay? So in this one again, the scanner input part here, eto, or the scanner object name here is it declares an object of scanner type named input, named object name. Ito siya. Example lang, ang lang naman natin to. And then yung dito na part dito, creates a scanner object connected to the system that in property. Okay? So ito yung sinasabi natin na we are asking the compiler to have a relationship with system.in na ang purpose is tatanggap siya ng input. Okay? So, informing the compiler na may input na darating, na ini-expect. Okay? Since, of course, we are using the scanner. Okay? So, the system.in is an input stream which is connected to the standard input natin device. Okay? So, since sinabi niya na, meron tayong ini-expect na input. So, sino yung input device na responsible nun? It could be si keyboard, di ba? So, ganun yung mangyayari. Okay? So, yun po yung natin, scanner. So, the scanner class contains methods that retrieve values from input device. Okay, so each retrieve value is a token, which is a set of characters separated from the next set of white space. So like this, diba? So this table lists the commonly used methods of the scanner class. that read different data types from standard input device. So each retrieves a value from the keyboard and returns it if the next what we call it token is a correct data type. Okay? Otherwise, the method will throw an exception. So like for example, kanina yung pinakita natin na example, we are expecting of integer value. Diba? So next int ang ginamit natin. But if we are expecting that the value is double, so next double naman yung ilalagay natin dito. Okay? The next line, kung halimbawa gusto mo ng next, ng another line, so magda-down siya. And then next short, next byte, next float, next long. Okay? So, ganyan yung natin. So, again the scanner class does not contain a next method for the car data type. You have to remember that. Car data type. Di ba may character? Okay? Data type. So, wala siyang next na method for that. Hindi natin pwedeng gamitin yung next kay car. Kasi naman, si car naman is we are talking about one length lang naman na value. Okay? Si car natin. Okay? So, to retrieve a single character from the keyboard, use the next method, then use the index na car at index natin. Okay? So, yung ganyan siya. The usual string naman ang inaano natin, di ba? So, car at, tapos index natin. Kasi yung length natin, so it's up to you kung anong index, 0 ba? Okay? So, remember yung string natin is composed of indexes. So, like for example, we have a string na, string A equals to sun. So, it could be pwedeng ang index ito, index 0. It always start with 0, then 1, then 2. Pero ang length niya is 3. Kasi we have 3 letters. Okay? Pero ang index niya will start with 0. So, pinaka-highest na index dito is 2. For sun na word. So, ganun siya. If you want to display the single value from the string. So, we will use the next method, which is this one, plus etong car at, and then giving the 0 or the index value. Okay. Next is we have this example. So, this example actually, ito yung pinakita ko kanina. So, again, so first is magkakaroon tayo ng what we call it instantiation. Instantiation meaning you are mirroring the original class, which is the scanner. So, eto lang pa din yun si scanner, si input. Okay? So, kahit ano na meron si scanner ngayon, si input meron na. Okay, why we are doing this one? Kasi we cannot directly edit the value sa scanner na class. So, kaya kailangan natin ng copy for that. Okay? So, kailangan natin gumawa ng scanner na nag-define pa rin na scanner siya. Lahat ng class, lahat ng method na meron si scanner properties, mapupunta pa rin si input. So, si input yung tatawagin natin throughout, hindi na si scanner. Since na-declare na natin siya. Okay? So now, we have a variable. We declare a variable x. So, ang purpose nito is eto. Okay? So, it will input the value. It will store a value from the user. Okay? So, eto yun. So, it will display na enter an integer, tapos mag-a-add or mag-i-input si user. And then, kung ano yung in-input niya, ilalagay niya sa variable na x. Okay? Remember, integer ang dapat i-input or else magkaka-error. Okay? Then, after na input na ni user, so, i-display na ngayon ni program yung kung ano yung na-receive niya na value from a user. So, eto yun. So, prints the entered integer. So, from here, kung ang in-input ko is 20, of course, ang sasabihin niya dito, the entered integer is 20. Okay, so ganun yung mangyayari. Okay, so this is an example. Another example is this one. Okay? Anyone? Kindly examine this kind of program. So what will be the result? What will be the process of this program? Ano yung maging possible result niya ito pag pinaran natin siya? Okay, anyone from the class? What do you think? What will happen to your program when we run this program? Your own idea.
Gawas mong pangalan, ma'am, o age, o kuan.
Okay, according to Castro, lalabas yung pangalan, pati yung age. Yun. But before giving the output, ano pa yung unang mangyayari sa program? Ha? Ano yung mangyayari sa program? Bago niya i-display yung age mo at saka yung pangalan mo. Hello?
I-scan niya, ma'am.
I-scan niya. Paano niya i-scan? Try to imagine when we run this program, ano yung maging makikita mo sa sa monitor mo pag ikaw yung end user.
Nakikita mo ang resulta, ma'am.
Makikita mo ang resulta. Ang resulta ba baka agad na makikita mo?
Kung paano niya na-program, ma'am.
Paano niya na program? Sige. Tingnan natin. Sige. Sige, try natin siya. Punta tayo sa sa ating code. Sa IDE natin. So, let us try this one. Sana yun? Okay? So, here. So, if we are going to explain this one, so run natin. So, una niyang ginawa is nang humingi siya ng value from a user. Tama? So, if one of you is a user, ano ang ilalagay mo na value here? Who wants to, give me a value?
12, ma'am.
Okay, 12. Okay. After that, pag enter ko niyan, it will display the entered integer is 12. Based, of course, sa binigay mo na value. Now, based doon sa binigay na example, so, bago niya i-display yung name at saka yung age, magtatanong siya muna kung ano yung pangalan mo at edad mo. Okay? Doon lang sa example natin, console ang nakalagay kasi ang target niya is ipaparan niya doon sa command prompt. Okay? So kaya siya din. And console naman ng Pero anyway, that is just a variable actually yung console. Okay? So in here, so halimbawa lang, we will have here int x equals to your i-edit na lang natin. This will be age. Okay? And then we will declare another variable for string for your name. Okay? So, halimbawa, dito ganyan lang. Okay? So, from here, you will have system.input.out.print you will enter your name. Ganyan. So, I will put this one, hindi yan siya si X. I will put this name equals to input, tuwagin ko si scanner, dot, next, pattern. Okay? So, wala na yan. Then, yan. So, meaning, mapupunta kay name yung value kung based doon sa iyong in-input ng user. Then, enter your age here. Okay, so eto na yun, si age. Yan. Okay, after that, we will make it na i-display natin yung pangalan ng user. Okay? Your name is tawagin natin yung variable which is name. Okay? Then, natin yung age niya. And your age is, tawagin naman natin yung variable ni age, which is, yan. Okay? So, when we run this program, dalawang beses siya hingi ng value. Okay? One for the name and one for the age. Okay? So, run this program. Enter your name. Like, for example, I am Julie. Enter. Okay? Humingi na naman siya ng edad. So, like, for example, 18. Char lang. Okay? Yan. So, your name is Julie and your age is 18. Okay. Any question? Any question? Kasi kung wala, ako ang magka-question. Kuha ba yun? Kuha ba natin? Kung paano mag-input ng data at saka bigay ng output. Any question? Walang question ba? Okay, since walang question, sige, ako magtatanong, what if, okay, what if I want to ask the user na mag-input ng kanyang address? Ano yung i-add ko na data or na code dito sa aking program? Again ha, I want to know the address of the user. So gusto kong i-input niya sa program ko. When I run my program, gusto ko i-input niya yung address niya. So ano yung i-add ko na code dito sa program ko para makuha ko yung address ng ano na yon, ng user na yon? Anyone? Anyone from my class wants to try?
Mag-a-add ka ng system at print, ma'am.
Okay, mag-a-add tayo ng system.out.print. Ito. And then, pwede nating ilagay dito. Tama ba to? Enter your address. Tama ba to? Ano? Kalubag? Kalubag ba yon?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Then after that, ano pa yung pwede natin gawin? Observe nyo. Okay, we will declare a variable. Okay, anong papangalan natin kay variable? Address. Then ano yung data type ni address? Ano yung data type na gagamitin natin for address na variable?
String, ma'am.
Okay, string. Kasi ano lang naman, 'di ba? I-words ang pwede natin or a sentence, 'di ba? So string ang gagamitin natin. String address. Okay? Small letter lang natin. String address, declare lang, 'di ba? Kasi no need for us to put a value there kasi si user ang bahala. Ngayon, Okay, so meron na tayo ngayon dito para kay name, meron na din kay
String.
age.
Ay.
Anong gagamit? Ano pang kulang meron tayo dito?
Baba ma'am, arang your name is butang kad kuan ma'am.
Dito na part?
Yes ma'am. Butang
Okay,
kad
para sa para maano yung address, okay? So lagay natin you live in address. Okay. Ba't siya error? Okay, hayaan mo lang yan siya. Pero, may kulang pa tayo dyan. Kaya siya actually nag-error kasi may kulang pa tayo. Saan mag-store ang data ni address? Ano pa yung kulang natin dyan sa address na part? Ano yung kulang natin?
Input, ma'am.
Okay, yung mag-hold ng value nung in-input natin sa address natin. So, ano ilalagay natin ngayon? Ano ilalagay natin?
Input.next, ma'am.
Input.next. Okay, input.next. Pero ano pa ang ilalagay natin dito? Input.next diretso ba? Okay, the address. Okay, very good. Address equals to input dot next. Okay? And that's it. Okay, so we will try to run, but before that, add muna natin sa Revero. Okay? So from here, so run natin, run file. So yan na, enter your name. Like for example, Ana. Si Ana ay 17 years old. And then nakatira siya halimbawa sa Jensen. Okay? So after I click enter, okay? So your name is Ana and your age is 17. You live in Jensen. So this is how the input and output works in Java. So using your console, of course. Okay? So yan pa. Any question? Madali lang, 'di ba? Dali lang.
Bye.
Okay? So yan. So you may screenshot this one if you want to, kung para even hindi pa ma-upload yung ating video, recorded video, meron kayong pagbabasehan for your examples. Okay? So ganin lang. Again, you have to know kung ano yung variable name, ang variable na gagamitin nyo ha. O I mean yung data type niya. So in this case, pag ganito, meaning string ang ine-expect. From here, integer ang ine-expect. Pero kung double naman, so meron din tayong next double. Okay? So yan lang. Okay? So that's it. So proceed tayo. Unless you have a question. May question ba sa example natin na to? Or meron kayong gustong ipatry? Wala naman? Okay, since wala naman siguro, so let's proceed, no? Okay, so from here, so eto yun. So ang mangyayari, you will be asked for your name. If you are the user, you will be asked for your name and you will be asked for your age, and then after that, magde-display siya ng your name is according sa in-input mo at saka and your age is blah blah blah. Okay? So next is ayan. So this is the output. So hihingi siya ng pangalan mo. After that, hihingi siya ng age mo at i-display niya to. Okay? Next is exercise tayo. Okay, so in here, you will write a Java program that accepts two integers from the user and print their sum. So, ano yung gagawin natin dito? Share ko na lang yung buong screen ko muna. From here. So, anong gagawin natin? You will ask the user for input to integer, then i-add mo siya and then display mo siya. So from here, I will delete this one. So iwan ko lang si scanner. And then yan. So instruct nyo ako kung anong gagawin ko. Meron na akong scanner. Nag-instantiate na ako, then ang gagawin na lang is ano yung mga variable na gagamitin ko para ma-meet natin to. Instruct me kung ano yung gagawin. Write a Java program that accepts two integers from the user and prints their sum. Sige. Who wants to try? Sino yun? Sige, I want to hear from sino ba? From Keylord? Hi, Keylord. Any idea? Anong i-add ko dito? Para maka-receive ako ng dalawang value na integer value. Ipapakita ko yung sample kanina. Ayan. Sige, i-comment ko na lang to para meron kayong pagbasihan. Yan. Dito na lang ako magsisimula sa baba. Ano ba? Sa taas lang. Yan. Okay. So, anong una kong gagawin para maka-accept ako ng value from a user na integer value? Hello? Yes, Kirby.
Name at saka yung age at address, ma'am.
Hindi, ang ano muna, eto yung problem natin, isa-solve natin. We will ask we will ask the user to input two integer value. Tapos after that, ipiprint natin yung sum ng dalawang integer.
Ano, ma'am? 12 times 2?
O, ganun siya. Like, for example, 12 times 2. Pero si 12 times 2, nakadepende kay user kung ano yung number na gusto niyang i-multiply. Multiply ba? I-add, I mean. So, ano yung gagawin sa program mo para maka-hold or para makakuha ka ng input from the user?
String ni mo, ma'am.
String ba siya? Anong gagawin? Pag string siya, meaning character siya. Yes, may naririnig ako.
Integer, ma'am.
Okay, integer. So, anong gagawin ko sa integer? Magdi-declare ako ng variable, tama?
Opo.
Okay. So, halimbawa, I will declare a variable na naka-integer siya, int num1 at saka num2 kasi dalawa ang variable na kakailanganin ko. Tama? Sabi nga sa ating problem, write a Java program that accepts two integers from the user. Okay? So, meron akong num1, meron akong num2. Now, gagawin ko is manghihingi na ako ngayon ng value from the user. So, system.out.print, enter first number. Okay? Then, ang first number na yan, ilalagay ko kay num1. So, num1 equals to input kay scanner dot next int. Kasi integer yung ating kakailanganin. Yan. Tama? Next, meron na akong isang number. Ano na ang susunod ko para magkaroon ako ng second number?
System out print ma'am, enter your second number.
Okay, very good. So this one, second number. Next, anong gagawin ko? Kailangan ko ng pagsustora ng value ko sa second number. Anong gagawin ko?
Num2 ma'am, tapos input.
Okay, which is eto. Very good. Okay, num2, input that next int. So meron na ako, pag-store na ako ng value ng num1 at num2. This time, mag-output ako. Anong gagawin ko pag gusto ko mag-output? Hello? Anong gagawin ko pag gusto ko na mag-output? Since nakakuha na ako ng dalawang value from the user, magpiprint na ako ngayon ng sum nilang dalawa. So, paano ko yun gagawin? Paano ako magpiprint?
Ma'am, system out print ma'am.
Okay, very good. Okay, system.out.print. Tapos, alisin lang natin to. Halimbawa, meron ka pang ilalagay na something bago mo i-display ang sum. About the sum of the two numbers, which is, halimbawa lang ha, pang ano lang to, pang paganda ng display. The sum, walang the sum. Okay? The sum of the two numbers, which is, dito, lagay natin, add lang, tawagin natin si num1. Concatenate yung addition, ang plus sign ha. And, concatenate naman, num2. Concatenate meaning i-add, i-ano mo lang, ipagdikit, ganun yung concatenation. Okay, ipagdikit mo lang sila, ipagsama-sama. Okay, num2 is, dito na yung iyong magiging formula. So, num1 plus num2. So, ganun siya. Okay, so, kung gusto mo may tuldok pa talaga, then pwede. Ganyan. Okay? So, when we run this program, pangalawang beses siya magbibigay or hihingi ng value, then, magbibigay siya ng output after that. So, run file. So, enter your first number. What number do you want?
01 ma'am.
What?
1 ma'am.
1. Enter. Next is?
2.
Ang hirap mag-isa na number. 2. Sige, go. 2. So, yan. The sum of the two numbers, which is 1 and 2, is, bakit siya 12? Anyway, wait. Meron tayong nakalimutan dito kasi puro siya, concatenation. Try, we will make it ganyan. Yan yung concatenation, ipagdikit niya. 1 and 2, diba? Idikit niya lang. Okay, ganyanin natin. Try natin ganyanin. Or, the other way around is, isa-separate talaga natin siya. Pero I think that will, help na. Okay, so 1, enter, 2, enter, yan. Okay, so i-parenthesis natin siya, meaning separate siya sa concatenation, iba siya. Okay, so ganon. Okay, so that is for our first problem. Okay, okay na tayo dito? Any clarification with the code? Or you want to run it again to try if it is really working? Hi. Okay na to? Okay na to? Wala na tong problema? Parang wala na, no? Hindi na umiimik. So, next tayo na problem since walang umiimik. So, this one, another example. You will write a Java program that asks the user to enter his first name, last name, and the height. Then, display the user entered information. Sige. Dali lang to. Nag-ano ka lang. Parang paulit-ulit lang yung hinihingi, di ba? Sige. Anong unang gawin? So, ang kukunin natin, first name, last name, and height. Tatlong input ang mangyayari. First name, last name, height. Balik tayo dito. So, we will delete this one. Anong unang gagawin natin? Yes?
Integer.
Integer. Una, first name. Pag letters, ano ang gagamitan natin? Data type, integer ba ang gagamitin? We will be using what? Di ba pag letters, characters, we will be using a group of characters. We will be using string. Di ba? So we have here string, first name. Okay, no space ha. Bawal ang space sa variable. So first name, and then last name. Okay? And then, ang height naman is, gawin na lang din nating string. Hindi naman siya i-compute eh. So, height. String lang natin lahat. Wala namang computation na mangyayari. Okay? So, here, ang gagawin, same pa din. System.out.print. Enter your first name. Then, first name equals to input. Next. Kopyahin na natin. So this will be your last name. This is for the height. And this is for the last name. Then height. And then we will display after. So pag nakuha mo na siya, your first name or you are, yan, last, first name, last, is lang natin. Tawagin natin si last name. Last. And your height is height. So, yan. So, pangatlong beses ka humingi. First name, last name, height. Then, you will display. So, run the program. Yan. Enter your name. Okay, halimbawa, Julie. Wait lang. Huwag natin lagyan ng LN maybe. Turn nyo. Yan. Para hindi siya mag-down. Okay. So, enter your name, Julie. Okay. Osenor. Enter your height. Halimbawa, 5, flat lang. Okay, or I'm not really flat. For 11 lang ako. Okay, so yan. You are Julie Osenor and your height is 5. Okay, so ganyan siya. Any question about it? Again, if you are referring to a character like A, B, C, D, or basta not for computation siya purposes, so you can use string. Then, string data type. Then for, like for example, you will be using, or tawag nito, one length, ano lang, character, like for example, A lang talaga, wala siyang ibang ano, A or B, one character lang, you can use the char data type. Pero a group of character, string tayo. So you can use that char na ano, na data type if you are trying to accept a data na for middle initial. Ganun. Pero since we are talking about a group of characters, so string ang gagamitin natin. Now, kung halimbawa int na value for whole number, then you may use int or double, or it's up to you. Okay, or boolean. Yan, na data type. Okay, so any question for this exercise?
Oh, ma'am.
No. Okay, so proceed tayo with the next one. Again please do this screenshot if you want, para meron kayong basihan if in case malate ang upload ng ating recorded na video. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay? Next example or next problem. Write a program that asks the user to enter the first letter of his name and his age. Okay? In connection with sinabi ko kanina. First letter of his name and his age lang. Who wants to try this one? So, alisin natin to ulit. So, paglaruan lang natin. Anong dapat dito? Ano lang ha, ang hingin lang, first letter of his name. So, ano dapat ang meron dito? Anong data type ang gagamitin ko?
Car, ma'am.
Car, very good. Car, tapos like for example, ano yun? First letter of his name. Ano lang? F. Ano lang? Middle initial or F initial. Ganyan na lang. Okay? And then, ano pa yung hinihingi? Age. So, ano ang isa pang i-declare ko? So, ano ang we have?
Integers.
Okay, integers. Int, age. Okay. Sunod, we have here, enter your first name, initial. Ayan. Tapos, ito. Ayan. Anong mali nito? Anong mali nito? Bakit siya error? Gamitin natin. Ito yung sinasabi niya, ang car daw walang next na method. So, hanap tayo. So, anong gagamitin natin? Car at gamitin natin. Meron ba ang car at dito? Ayaw niyo din. Wait lang ha, ano natin?
Next car.
Meron bang car? So, since car siya, wala daw siyang next. Kung may next siya, is dapat gamitan natin siya ng car at. Sige, try natin si next int. Tapos, lagyan natin car at daw. Kung meron siya dito. Wala siyang car at. Natin ha, car at method. Small. Ayaw niya. What happened to this? Or we will make an index na lang na, or we will use the string here na lang talaga. Kasi since sinabi niya kanina is we will have or we can't have a next na method for tawag natin for a character na variable. So it could be ang one way natin to solve that problem is we will what we call that, we will make use of the ano talaga, the string. Okay, tingnan natin. Okay, so sige. Try natin tong ano, yung isang way na magne-next tayo tapos kakar. Next. Tapos magda-dot. Ayun, lumabas si car at. Okay? So we have here, ang magiging ano natin is 0. Okay? So yan. Tingnan natin if gagana siya. Parang wala siyang error. Anyway, so later natin itetest. So ganyan siya pag character ang ano natin. So we will use next, then after that, car at. Pero kung ayaw mo talaga ng ganito, pwede mo namang i-string na lang dito. Hindi ka naman nila talaga ililimit. Okay, para safe ka na lang, pwede mong string gamitin yan. But anyway, later na lang yan. Okay? And then dito, we will, enter your age. Okay, and then after that, dito sa age, wala namang problema, no? Equals to input, kasi ano lang naman to? Integer. So, only the car ang walang next method na na directly defined. Okay, so after this, you will have your output. So, your name initial is, yan, tawagin natin si first initial. Then, your age is, then call the variable age. Yan. So, that's it. So, when we run our program, run. Again, kung mag-error siya, gawin natin string para walang problema. Bawa F. Okay? Or J. Ako na lang. Okay? Yan. Enter your age is 14. Yan. So, your name initial is J, your age is 14. So, this is how you handle the car data type. Okay? So, ito yung gagamitin mo. Una, next method, and then yung car at na method. So, para hindi siya mag-error. Okay? Kasi wala siyang define na sa kanya lang na next method, which is mag-store ng value na coming from here. Okay? So, ito yung gagamitin natin. Okay? So, yun po ang para sa exercise natin na number 3. Okay, so this time we have this one. Okay, so the output here. So, we try to program. Teka lang, balik tayo sa ating presentation. We have this one. Okay, so in here naman, ang gagawin niya lang, ipiprint niya 1, 2, tapos 3. Tapos, nag-initialize siya ng value kay name na Jess Diaz. And then, ipiprint niya, hello, my name is, eto naman, concatenation. Ito yung mga ginawa natin kanina. Again, during concatenation, pag once alam mo na meron siyang computation, i-enclose mo lang siya sa parenthesis. Like kagaya ng ginawa ko kanina, yung kay num1 at saka kay num2. In-enclose ko lang siya. Kasi kung hindi siya i-enclose, i-consider niya na string lang yung ang binibigay mo na value kay num1 and num2. Di ba 1 and 2 yon? So pag hindi ko siya nakaparenthesis, magiging 12 ang result. So pag nakaparenthesis siya, ang magiging result niya is magiging 3. So yun yung nangyari kanina. Kasi concatenation is just parang ginawa lang is ipagdikit mo lang, ipagsama mo lang yung value. Okay, kagaya nito, 1 and 2, ipagdikit mo, magiging 12 siya. So, hindi siya talaga yung computation. So, to be safe, lagyan mo ng parenthesis para alam niya na that is for computation. Okay, so ang magiging result nito is 1, walang, hindi siya magne-next line. Okay? Kasi hindi siya naka-print ln. 2, tapos 3, di pa din siya magne-next line at that point. Tapos, dito na part, dyan pa siya magne-next line kasi nag-ln siya dito na part. So, sa 1, 2, 3, hello, blah, 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 blah. Okay? Yun na yung niya. Parang, hello, Jess Diaz. Hello, my name is Jess Diaz. Yun na yun. Ganyan siya. Okay? Any question from it? Wow, alas 4 na pala. Sige, proceed tayo. Sige, next naman is, eto naman. So, analyze the program output. So, it could be, nanghingi siya ng the value of x is 3.346 and the value of y is 12.434. So, what do you think here? Ito lang naman yung niya. Okay. So, from here, kinuha niya yung value na ito. Okay? Yung real value niya mismo, same this one, ito din. Ito, ang nangyari is nag-round off siya. Okay? So, magiging 5 siya. And this happened actually pag nagpo-formatting ka na. Okay? Pag pino-format mo na siya kasi gusto mo lang ng dalawang decimal value. Kasi yun naman yung formal talaga. So, the question is, how are you going to do that? Okay? So, meron tayo dito. Yan. We have what we call printf na method. Okay? So, for printf method natin, eto siya, you will use a printf method if yung, halimbawa, the double type variable is formatted to have 2 decimal places. Ganun. So, halimbawa, in this example, the first argument is eto. Okay? The modulo, then, actually, hindi modulo sign ang gamit niya dyan. Okay? But this point 2 here defines kung ilang variable meron sa kung ilang decimal value gusto mo na i-display. Okay? So, since gusto mong i-display is 2 decimal value. So, ilagay mo dyan 2. Tapos F for formatting niya. Okay? So, ang tawag natin dito is format specifier. Okay? So, eto na part. This is a format specifier. And you will be using the printf. Okay? Meron na tayong print, yung walang hindi ka magna-next line. Meron ding print ln na magna-next line ka. We also have a printf para sa formatting ng gusto mong i-display na numbers. So, in this case, you want a 2 decimal value. So, like for example, if you have 19.5, so since dinefine mo as 2f, dot 2f, then magiging ang display niya is 19.50 kasi 2 decimal place siya. Okay? So, yun lang yun. Okay? So, that's how you use. So, eto, dito mo siya ilalagay kasi nandyan yung variable na gusto mong i-format, si price. Okay? So, yun siya kung paano ka magpo-format ng iyong tawag nito, numbers. So, percent, tapos, dot, then, halimbawa, kung 3, bigyan mo ng 3. Yan. So, formatting specifier ang tawag natin dito. Okay? Next is, so we have this table that summarizes some of the common format specifiers used in Java. So, meron tayong a single character lang. Okay? Ito naman, kasi pag character pinag-uusapan, this is for a string, diba? Na din, series. Okay? A character series, I mean. So, ito naman, an integer. Okay? So, percent D naman, ito floating point number. A floating point number in exponential format. A string formatted to a field of 10. So, ito naman. Okay? So, in here, ang the usual lang naman natin ginagamit is ito talaga. Kasi, ang iba naman is as is na the usual yung pagkalagay natin. Ito ang pinaka-useful talaga. Yung floating point number natin. Okay? Which is 2 decimal natin. The usual, yun yung ginagamit. Pero pag once sa pinag-usapan natin is, I think the bank, hanggang 3 decimal place sila or 5 decimal place sila. Ganun sa kanila ka-strict with in terms of decimal places. Okay? So yan, and then we have here example na. Okay? So what do you think? Sige, natin, hanggang letter C lang. What is the output of this letter A? 1? What is the output of this letter A? So the sum of y plus z is ito actually as is siya, 'di ba? Wala naman siyang substitution mangyari. So the sum of y plus z is y plus z, ano bang value ni y? This is 23 and z is 12. So what is the result?
35, ma'am.
Okay. So we have the sum of y plus z is 35. Very good. Okay. How about this one? System.out.println. Hi, my name is X and I am Y years old. What is the result? Ano yung i-display niya? Yung final output niya. Ang X is si Jest. Si Y is eto. So, ano yung magiging output natin? Anyone? You can raise your hand. Yes, Daryl?
Dili, sir, ma'am ha. Ano, ma'am? Hi, my name is Jess. I am 23 years old.
Okay,
Years.
okay, very good, Daryl. Yes, tama yun. Tama yun. Wag matakot mag-recite. Tama naman yun. Okay? Yeah, kinuha lang natin yung value ni X, si Jess, at saka si Y, which is 23. Okay? So, next is, we have, thank you for that, Daryl. Letter C, what is the result of this? The price is modulo 2F pesos. A is 32,126. The result,
32.12.
ano yung exact na ano yung kompleto na sasabihin? Si Dulam ba yon?
Ma'am.
Wait lang, si ano muna Daryl? Si Dulam ba yon? Tama ba?
Oo.
Oo, so ano yung ano yung complete na output, Dulam?
The price is
The price is
32.12 pesos.
32 point, round off. 32.13. Okay, very good. 32.13 pesos. Very good, Dulam. Okay, thank you for that. Sino pa? Meron pa ba? Sige, tapusin natin to. 5 lang pala. Okay, how about this one? Letter D. Letter D. We have two variables in here. So, ito yon yung ilalagay niya. Ito yung format ng first variable. Okay? And then, this is the format of second variable. Okay, ngayon, the question, what is the value of your A and the B? Para ilagay natin dito. At saka dito. Anyone who wants to try? Yes, Haris, you want to try?
Ano wait lang ako, sakit ano ko eh. Ano yan, ma'am, sa ano yung equals, ma'am? Diyan pa din, titingnan pa din namin tong nasa taas, ma'am. Like 32.13.
Equals here is just a string. So, ito yung kukunin natin. Ito para dito. And dito para dito naman. Yan. This is a formatting lang. String, equal sign here is just a string. So, hindi part lang siya sa i-display. Pero wala siyang weight talaga in terms of the value itself. Wala naman. So, ang A, of course, at saka B, doon mo kukunin dito sa taas. So, yes, ano yung sagot dito?
A equals 32.13 and B is equals for 123.43.
Very good. Okay, yun po. Tama yun. A,
tama po ba, ma'am?
yes, oo. So,
Okay,
A is 32.13. Tama yun, very good. And B equals, ano yun, 123.43. Kasi, di ba?
Tama po ba pag ano, ma'am? Pag, di ba, pag malaki yung, I mean, ano ba tawag din? Pag, tama ba, ma'am? Pag malaki yung 6, so i-round out mo, ma'am? Or ano ba?
Okay, ayun, yung ruling ng round off.
Ruling, ma'am. Tama po ba yun, ma'am?
Pag ano siya, pag 5 and beyond, i-round off mo siya. Lower than that, lower than that, as is mo siya. Like for example, halimbawa eto, saan ang cursor ko? Halimbawa eto, 423. So 422 lang. Pero okay, so very good. How about letter E? Who want to try? Okay, si Daryl nag-raise ng hand. Yes, Daryl? Yes, Daryl?
Wala lang, ma'am. Ganina lang.
Ay, okay. Sige, how about the others? Who wants to try? The value of your Z is 12.
12 pieces of egg.
Ano yun? The answer is
12
what?
pieces of egg.
Si Lawrence ba yun? Si Ron, ikaw yun?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. 12 pieces of egg
Of egg and
and
23 pieces of candy.
23 pieces of candy. Okay, very good. So, ganun lang. Thank you for that. Ganun lang kadali actually and how you will trace your your program or how you will came up with the output. Okay? So, yun. Next tayo. Thank you for that. Any question so far? And that ends our topic actually. But then if you have a question, then we can, you can ask and para masagot natin for clarification. Wala na? Okay, para natin, ibibigay ko na yung link ng quiz natin and since ang oras natin is already 4:22, so I'll give the link ng quiz natin and then before I will end or before you will go to your quiz, punta muna tayo doon sa natin, sa activity nyo for day 6 para maipakita ko kung ano siya or paano siya gagawin. Okay, so let us see here. So, na lang natin, no? Saan na yung aking... Wait for a while, ha? Saan na ba yung activity? Open muna natin yung activity natin. Activity 6. Madali lang siya actually. Okay? Since wala kayong question, maybe madali lang siya. Okay? So this one. Okay na lang. Okay. So eto. All you have to do, okay, nasa na to actually, nasa Google Classroom natin. Kindly check na lang. Okay? So, eto, using your preferred IDE, so it's up to you kung anong gagamitin nyo na IDE, if it is online IDE or mobile app IDE, so it's up to you. Okay? You will create a program that asks the user for the number of male and female students registered in a class section. The program should display the total number of students and the percentage of males and females in the class. So, like for example, eto. So, una, hihingi siya ng number of males. So, enter the number of males. So, 36 ang in-input ko, halimbawa. Tapos, enter the number of females. I-input ko na naman 17. So, next na i-display ko, yung number of student, total number of students. So, 36 plus 17 equals to 53. Now, another display ko is yung percentage ng male sa kabuuan na 53. And the next naman na i-display ko is yung percentage ng female sa kabuuan ni 53. So, 5 ang makikita natin na line of system.out.print. So, 2 para sa input, 3 para sa output. So, all you have to do, screenshot your code and output. Again ha, code and output. Yung code na sinasabi natin is eto po. Saan na yun? Yung ating Apache. Teka lang. This one. Ito po yung code na sinasabi natin. Okay, kasali po ito na part. Okay? So, yan. Yan yun. Ang i-screenshot nyo kung you are just using the online IDE. Okay, at saka yung sa tawag nito, yung sa mobile application. So, yun yung gagawin nyo. Screenshot nyo ang code pati yung output natin, which is makikita natin dito. Okay? Kung maliit lang naman yung yung program mo, actually, pwede naman na ganito, teka lang ha. Huwag ka na mag-spacing para makuha siya. And then, yan, makita lang ito. So, print screen mo lang siya. Make it sure readable siya ha. Para para isang picture lang. Pero kung hindi talaga siya kaya, then separate mo yung para sa code. Okay? Separate mo yung para sa code, ganyan mo siya. And then separate mo din yung para sa output. Okay? But, of course, you will not do that if yung gagamitin mo is yung text editor natin or NetBeans. Ang i-upload mo lang is yung Java file natin. Now, here is our link kung saan natin siya tawag na to, i-upload. Okay? So, eto siya na link. Okay? For Day 6 hands-on activity. Na again, nandun din ito sa ating, tawag nito, sa ating Google Classroom. Any question about your hands-on activity? So far?
Ako ma'am, nakapungutan na ma'am.
Yes, ano yun?
Katong import good ma'am. Asa to siya maano ma'am?
Yung import, eto lang. Mag-import ka lang. Teka lang ha. Ayan. Ikaw magsulat. Import java.util.scanner.
Kami lang day magsulat ano na ma'am.
Yes, kayo lang. Oo. Ilagay nyo siya sa taas. Meaning, gagamit kayo ng library about scanner. Okay? So, since meron ka na dyan, eto, what if wala siyang, hindi ka nag-import? Tingnan natin ha, i-comment natin to. Mag-e-error siya dito na part. Kasi walang support na library. Hindi ka nag-import. Okay? So, kaya kailangan mo talaga siyang ilagay, yung import na yan. So, yun, nawala ang kanyang error. Okay? So, yun yung, yun yung purpose niya. Meaning, you will be using the properties or yung class ni scanner. So, kaya pwede na natin, since sinawag natin siya dyan, pwede na natin gamitin dito sa loob ng ating class mismo. Okay? Remember, our class name is input-output. So, under that, pwede na natin gamitin si scanner. Okay? May question pa? Okay, so since wala na, I will have this one. Ito. So, ito po yung link ng ating Day 6 quiz. So, I will copy this one sa ating tawag nito. This one. Ito ba yun? Okay. So, copy natin. Doon ko na lang ilalagay sa ating huwag nyo nang basahin yan. Sa eto. Okay. Sarap ng pagkain, nakakagutom. Okay, so yan yung quiz natin. So, nasa link natin. So again, you may use other you may use other IDE ha. So, yun, tama yun. You can use Java and IDE, diba? Bagi ang Java and IDE and scanner class, ma'am. Nag-error siya sa JV Droid, walay error. Okay. So, better the JV Droid. Again, if hindi ayaw nyong mag-install, pwede kahit naman sa programming language, sa online IDE, yung Programmis, at saka yung JDoodle, pwede siyang pwede pa rin siya sa mobile application. So, at least hindi ka na magda-download, mag-install. Pero anyway, it's up to you kung saan kayo mas komportable. Ang lang naman doon is kung saan ka komportableng gamitin. Ano yung komportable mong gamitin, then walang problema. Okay, so yun na po. Any questions so far? Wala na?
Ma'am, present po ma'am.
Late ka kasi, no? Sige, ano natin to. Sino yung mga late natin? We have, paano to naging white? Ano nangyari? Okay. So, we have Castro. Sino pa ba? Sino pa ang na-late? Ay, hindi ko na pala i-record to Castro. Joke. Si Ron. Andyan naman si Ron na ano na. Noted na ano na record na. Sino pa? Yung hindi nakasali kanina sa ano, sa attendance.
Ma'am,
Sino 'yan? Yes, Daryl?
pwede na makita tong mga ano na ma'am, output ma'am kung kompleto ba mi or dili.
Ay, oo, wait lang ha. I-ano natin, isain natin yung output nyo. Asa na yung ano ko, record ko? Kasi nag-check ako last time. Wala pa so far, pero ngayon, sige tingnan natin. Isahin natin. So, okay lang sa inyo, ano, hanggang 5 naman tayo, no? Sige.
Opo.
Oo, saan na ba yun? Saan ko na nilagay? Class record, okay. Okay, so far ang na-check ko pa lang ano. Sige, isahin ko ha. We have, sige, kay Barrientos una. Hands-on activity and test. Makikita naman natin dito. Tayo. Here. So far, wala pang sumasagot dito, no? Ano na lang siguro, I will print screen na lang this one. Etong ano, eto siya, mamayang gabi para makita nyo kung ano yung kulang nyo. Okay lang? Kaysa maghintay kayo. So, take na lang muna kayo ng quiz ngayon. Tapos, i-print screen ko eto, ilalagay ko sa, okay lang ba yun? Sa group chat natin or will individually, ano na lang. I will individually, ano na lang, tawag nito, send it to you na lang. Kasi parang bawal siya. Okay? So, yun. Mamayang gabi, i-update ko kayo regarding this. Okay lang ba?
Yes po, ma'am. Thank
So
you.
far, eto yung ano kayo, na-record ko pa. Okay? Sige. So, yun. Later, so take your quiz na lang muna. Take your quiz na lang muna. Then, mamayang gabi, ibibigay ko sa inyo individually yung inyong mga output. Okay?
Yes, ma'am. Thank you, ma'am.
Sige. Okay, so for now, take your quiz. And then if you have still time also, you can start your hands-on activity para hindi kayo madaganan ng napakaraming activity. So, thank you so much for your time. Tomorrow again. So, sana mas marami tayo para kung halimbawa merong hindi clear sa inyo, maano agad natin, masagot natin agad. Okay, so thank you so much. Have a good day, everyone. Good afternoon. Bye-bye. You may now leave the
Thank you, ma'am.
session. Welcome. Thank you,
Bye-bye. Thank you.
Dek. Bye.
Wala lagi ko yung score up.
Ha?
Wala lagi ko yung score.
Wala pa siguro. Late ka nag-ano ng mga no?
Monday.
Okay. Sige lang. I-ano lang natin yan. Habol ka lang. Sige, i-record lang natin mamaya. Okay?
Pwede ba magpasa-pasa pa kung ma'am no kung naikinahanglan?
Oo. Lahat naman allow late siya lahat. Oo. Ganon. Sige, bye-bye.